It's called Smut. Give me smut and nothing but a dirty novel I can't shut if it's uncut and
Welcome to
Femmes reading film.
You went so high, and it really,
Usually I go low,
that really
but I decided to
threw
scare
me
you.
off.
And I was just happy to be here.
Right into my earphones.
We're on opposite sides of the couch. I thought I'd
So
fuck
everything
with you.
feels wrong. Everything feels different.
It feels a little weird.
I'm not mad about it, but I am sweating a lot.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
really
the backs
hot.
of my knees.
I'm really hot right now.
Sweating.
It's like 90 degrees in Chicago. We have our fan on.
I chose to wear jeans.
Honey.
Like a
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing. Here's a wild story. I'm from Arizona. I was there for
Yeah.
like 11 years.
Yeah.
Every summer I would wear jeans.
That's
You're
just
insane.
the culture
That's the culture.
and like
That's
how
the
hot
culture.
it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a dry heat, I've heard.
Yeah.
It is.
And that does help.
when it hits 120, maybe
So
not
why
so
did you
much.
wear jeans?
I have such pasty legs.
Anyways, by the way, I'm Emily,
Oh yeah, and I'm Jess.
and that's Cody Lee Walker,
Yes.
our guest today, who you've
Hi.
heard already talk
Yeah.
about the jeans.
About the jeans.
Before we really introduce
We'll talk
Cody,
about 'em.
just a reminder that we have Patreon. So go subscribe and like it, and if you like what we do, and go give us money because that would help us a lot.
we have so many things.
Yeah.
You should go to our Instagram that links to all of the things.
We have quickies and stuff. Honestly, just do it. Do like the $10 version for like 1 month. Download all our quickies, listen to them, and then you can fucking stop again.
Yeah. We're cool
There
with
you
that.
go. There you go.
They deserve all your money.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Cody Lee Walker, by the way. So
Yes,
now,
our guest.
Now we're back into it.
Twice.
Twice. And I'm only ever going to say your full name now. I
Good.
can't just say Cody.
No.
Just like my dad.
When he's mad or happy or just anytime.
Always.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cody Lee Walker, how are you doing? I don't know why your dad's Southern.
He
by
is
the way.
from Tennessee, so
Oh!
that's kind of serendipity.
That
She
worked out
she
well.
knew that
He,
somehow.
yeah, he was
she
born
felt
in
it.
Michigan, got bullied. He moved to Tennessee, got bullied for being a Yankee.
Wow.
Those damn Yanks.
As a
damn
Michigander,
Those damn Yanks.
that is my nightmare.
Yeah.
But you are here because you're our friend from the improv scene,
Mm-hmm.
and we were chit-chatting, and we were talking about you coming on, and you gave us the theme of curses.
Yes.
And so do you want to talk a little about why you picked curses and how it corresponds to whatever you're doing in your fucking life?
Sure, absolutely.
I don't know why I got so aggressive.
Yeah, damn girl.
yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I could talk about everything, okay? The reason I'm full transparency here to shill a little bit.
That's fine. We'll take it.
I am a writer and director. We met in the improv community, but I have written and directed 4 plays, 3 of which have been here in Chicago, and I have one coming out later this year.
Very cool.
Called The Wolfman of Wrigleyville.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's exactly how the Wolfman howls in the show.
Ooh. And if you could give us like
cut that.
what's the like elevator pitch for the Wolfman of Wrigleyville?
Sure, absolutely. The show follows a amateur investigative reporter and her ex-girlfriend, who is a private eye,
Hot.
who are trying to figure out who's murdering a bunch of men
Hot.
in Wrigleyville.
All right.
It's set in 1927,
Sexy.
and one of the cooler parts of it is that the Wolfman is played by a drag king.
Fun.
That is really cool.
Do they have the whole look situated? How are we feeling about just all of that? I'm sure a Wolfman drag king is amazing.
It's fantastic. We have 2 wonderful people so we have the primary role, and then we have an understudy, and all their looks that they've sent me have been absolutely
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Are they're not going to be the same look? They're going to have
different
their own
looks?
kind of
Yes, that was very
Okay.
important to us, making sure that both
Yeah.
drag kings
Very
were able
cool.
to kind of express themselves within the role.
Very cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. The reason that it's related to curses is typically werewolves are kind of cursed creatures within.
Who'da thunk?
There it is.
lore.
Not me. Who'd have thought?
And also the show deals with themes of like masculinity and toxic masculinity and systems of power. And it oftentimes, especially
Not
in the year
hot.
2025, I feel like I am cursed to live through
We're all
of this.
cursed.
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, and gender is its own curse.
And gender
If
is
you-
its own curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very cool. Yeah, curses.
What
Let's do
research
it.
did you do into curses? Because I did nothing.
Basically, I was like, "What's a curse?" And I was like, "Oh, an external." An external issue creating a tangible obstacle for characters to overcome, and a lot of just the themes within curse curse stories are overcoming adversity, self-acceptance, and love. So those are just like the big just things to remember.
Yeah,
that like if it feels like it's very textbook, it's because it is. Like a curse story kind of is a textbook, like probably two people who don't get along have to get together to break a curse or something along the lines.
It's definitely a big umbrella under which many other lovely tropes can sit, which is what I was finding when I was doing my research. Is of course I went to the curses tag, which has like about 30,000.
Oh, there was a tag.
On Archive of Our Own, which is the main place where I get my fanfic. Curses were super specific to the fandom. So the fandoms that were supernatural in some way, that kind of thing, there were a lot of curses. But whereas some tropes, there will be a lot of alternate universe stuff where like people are just kind of playing around. If the original source material didn't have some element of this, there were not a lot of people just throwing curses in willy-nilly. Sure. It was like tied.
Not a willy-nilly curse.
Yeah, not a willy-nilly curse situation.
Not a willy-nilly curse.
You don't want a willy-nilly curse.
Yeah. No WNCs.
Yeah,
but it makes sense because like a curse can be anything, and if you have to like think of one on your own, like that's not usually what people are writing fan fiction. People are usually writing fan fiction to like explore the curse that already exists. All right, I'm gonna get into it.
Do it.
Okay. I'm gonna preface this by saying that my story is not actually that smutty, but I found it and I had to do it because I loved the writing and I loved the story so much.
Sure. Mine's a romp too. Mine's a fluffy romp.
We're doing a fic called And Yet So Far From Death by an author named SummerFrost. It is a one chapter fic, but it is about 35,000 words.
Oh, wow.
It was published in May of 2020.
So had time.
Yep. And does not have a lot of love in this fandom, and I think it's because during COVID there was a lot of fan fiction being published,
so it might have gotten lost.
I think it got a little buried, and it's also part of a very popular pairing within this fandom. So like anybody that listens to this and wants to check it out, I highly recommend reading it because I'm not going to do justice to the great writing, but this is a Witcher fan fiction.
Oh shit.
Witcher, the show. We don't need to know a lot about Witcher, but we are borrowing the characters and we are borrowing the general
Get comfy.
vibe.
Let's go. We got this.
Here's the problem. I'm bisexual and I'm gonna move so much.
Hey, me too. It's fine.
We're
it's
doing
good.
It. Hey,
yeah.
What's funny is that Kim like basically said the same thing every time. She's like, I'm just gonna keep. I'm like, we're fine.
It's part of it.
We move a lot. It's hot. Let us move.
Yeah. Geralt Jaskier from The Witcher. Jaskier is the cute bard that plays instruments for him and basically basically follows him around the entire first season. That's really all you need to know. The Witcher, played in the show by Henry Cavill, protective, strong, silent, buff, blonde, hot. Cody, what else am I missing? So hot. What else am I missing about these two characters that a reader might want to know?
They have incredible banter.
They have incredible banter,
which is mostly just Jaskier being like, haha, and Geralt being like, please shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Oh, I do love that.
This is definitely a grumpy sunshine pairing. And this pairing is very popular, and it is obviously the most popular pairing in this fandom. Of the 40,000 fics in this fandom, 23,000 of them are Geralt and
more than
Geralt
half.
Jaskier. Yeah.
We love, men loving men. We're out here.
Yeah,
we do. So, Jaskier, Julian to his friends. So I may be saying Julian interchangeably.
What?
Hold on.
Is that canon?
I think it is canon to the book. Because this one has a lot of book references.
A book. I thought it was a
It's a
game.
book series that they adapted into a game and then adapted into a TV show.
Holy shit.
The point of this story was not like what time period they were in. They're not like in modern day. They're also not completely in Witcher times.
Medieval.
People are talking normally, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But people are also wearing doublets. They're modern people with modern sensibilities, but we don't have cell phones. If that helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes. So it's kind of this like weird, like steampunky pocket universe. If you need to be picturing something, if you need to be picturing an aesthetic, that's the aesthetic that you should picture.
Steampunk pocket.
Yep.
Got it.
So Jaskier has just moved into a new house, a small cottage on an aqueduct in a small town. It's very beautiful. He is returning from the market. He is sweaty and tired and he is just cursing himself because his relationship with a countess that he had that he had been living with, and he really loved her, that has ended, and he had to move out. And so that is how he ended up in this cottage. And he is like, he's back basically in his college town teaching. So he's a bard and a music teacher.
Okay.
Yes, music
Bard
professor.
College.
Bard College. So he is getting all of his groceries inside. He's like breathing heavy. He like stops just inside of the door and drops all of his groceries in the foyer and is just thinking about how he's going to be alone forever and is just staring off into the distance when the door slams shut on its own.
Ooh.
Must be a draft, he
be.
thinks. Must be.
Simply.
In this cottage?
The town is called Oxenfurt. Which is one of my favorite.
That's great.
I love it when authors are like, what can I come up with that is like Cambridge and Oxford and like all of this, and we're just going to shove them all together. This is Oxenfurt. It might be part of the source material. I don't know.
I also don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. So he's been living there for 2 weeks now. He used to live in like the big city, so he's super bored.
Wow, this is the start of a Hallmark movie.
Yes. He also, I think,
a Witcher Hallmark movie.
I don't know. Maybe Cody, you can tell us this, since you know The Witcher as well. But like Jaskier in the fics is like canonically kind of slutty. Mm-hmm. I think in the source material he's bi for sure.
Yes.
And kind of just a flirt. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. From what I've largely only really encountered Jaskier in the TV show.
Me too. Yeah.
I played a little bit of The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But the vibe that he gives is very classic bard. That like, I go, I play, I sleep around, I just want to drink and make merry.
Yep.
Okay.
That is very much the vibe. So he's doing that, but he's also bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know anybody and it's a small college town and like half of them he works with and whatever. So he's still like trying to figure out his life. He's been playing music at night at like pubs around town and just not finding anything very interesting and sleeping with everybody that he wants to. And also like there's a farmer's market. And so he keeps going and like buying trinkets. So this cottage is just like rapidly filling up with blankets and like
Becoming a hoarder.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
Interesting vases, just all the things you can find.
It's like your friend who keeps going to Target and like picking up like little things.
Yep.
And then you're just like, hey, why did you
need
get a
that.
new toaster? And it's just like, I don't know. I was just walking around.
I felt empty inside and I thought this toaster would help me.
Yeah.
Is usually what the answer
Very
is.
modern age of Jaskier.
It's a mint toaster. Of course I needed it.
This is his version of the toaster.
Sure.
So he also has a best friend named this is a book character in the book. Her name is Little Eye, but her like actual name is Essie.
Okay.
So I will be calling her Essie.
Does everyone have two names in The Witcher?
Kind of, yeah.
All right.
It's like the legendary, because it's like Geralt, the Witcher, and the Geralt of Rivia, and then he has another name like the Butcher of something.
Yeah,
like
it's very like fantasy.
But I don't understand the Jaskier and Julian of it all.
Well, Julian, I don't know. That was just something that the author said.
I feel like Julian's maybe like real name, and then Jaskier is maybe like stage name.
like bard name.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's my best guess.
This
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Put that in your brain if it helps. Let's just assume that. Does that
yes.
help? Great.
Yes, it does help.
So his BFF, Essie, she is also a bard. In the books, she is a bard, and Jaskier treats her like a little sister in the books as well.
Cute.
She's like, I read the like fandom wiki, and they were like, she is one of the only characters that he does not try to sleep with ever, because he's just like, no, this is my BFF.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so they meet up. Now, they've started meeting up in the pub because she's now in town, and she teases him because he's like getting older and he's like in his late 40s. Like he's just getting a little gray, starting to push 50. Like that's where we're at.
Zaddy.
Zaddy vibes for sure.
Zaddy.
He's at a bar after with Little Eye with Essie after playing a set, and he's flirting with a redheaded woman at the bar who basically is like, "Hi, I'm happily married. What's your name?" Because she just clocks his vibe immediately.
And what's her other name besides Happily Married? Boom.
Her name is Shawnee.
I got jokes.
I don't know where Shawnee comes from in the canon, and it doesn't matter. But
Shani.
in this,
Shawnee.
she works at the school as well, and she lives
I
in the
see.
town.
Okay.
And she's the dean of medicine. And Jaskier introduces himself, and she says, "Oh, I've heard of you." And he's like, "Oh yes, a fan. Great." Like his internal monologue is like, and he like smiles and like goes to flirt more, and then she goes, "You're the poor asshole who bought the Missouri cottage, aren't you?"
Oh no.
And he's like, "What do you mean? Are there rats in there? What's going on?" And she just kind of laughs and goes, "Good luck," and leaves.
Foreboding.
I
like it.
That's
Yes.
a narrative device called foreshadowing.
Yes, it is.
I wonder if there's a curse.
Maybe.
Okay.
And I would really like Ben to zoom in when a curse.
So, not to be dissuaded, Jaskier still takes a man home, obviously.
Nice.
Love.
He takes him back to the cottage. They
Love
have
men loving men.
Oh yeah, they have drunk, sweaty, lovely sex.
Nice.
He's having a lovely time. He's laying there naked, and he starts to fall asleep when he like feels a cold draft, and he like is like, "Oh, it's okay." And the guy kind of took a lot of the blanket, so he like rolls over.
Fucking rude.
I
So
know.
fucking rude.
He like rolls over and tries to cuddle into him to like get some warmth, and the guy rolls away and takes the rest of the blanket with him. And so Jaskier is just like, "All right," and kind of just curls up, shivering on the side of
I'm
the
gonna
bed.
give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I hope he's a heavy sleeper.
I
He
hope
just
he's
doesn't know what
heavy
he's doing.
sleeper,
Yeah.
drunk. We'll be nice to him
We'll be
for
nice to
now.
him.
When Jaskier wakes up, there is an extra blanket on the bed covering him. And he's like all warm and cozy. And he's like, "Oh, that was so nice of Peter, this guy I took home. Like he must have noticed that I was cold and he got this blanket for me."
Why didn't he get his own ass up and get another fucking blanket?
Because he was drunk and tired.
Sorry, you're right.
Sure.
Heard.
Haven't you?
Good enough.
I've done that where I'm
Yes.
like, we just finished having sex. I'm sleepy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just deal with it. I'm gonna wake up in 2
Oh,
hours
yeah.
cold
And then deal with it
and deal
then.
with it
Then deal
later.
with it then.
Yeah.
You're right.
So we're not going to judge too hard. So yeah, Jaskier's like, "Oh my God, Peter noticed that I was cold. Like, oh, what a gentleman." He tries to get Peter to like stick around. Is like, "Maybe we can like have breakfast or whatever." And the guy is clearly not into it. Is like not interested, and is looking for his clothes. And they realize that they left their clothes like downstairs. They kind of like made out, took everything off, went upstairs. They both go downstairs to the living room. Their clothes are now neatly folded and placed and like laid over the arm of the couch,
Yeah.
and their shoes are neatly lined up by the side of the door.
This is
Creepy.
So far, I don't know. I feel like this curse is like very.
Very helpful.
Nice.
He's
Very
gonna
helpful and
he's gonna
nice.
fuck this curse. It's
Uh-huh.
gonna
Fuck
happen.
this curse.
Peter is freaked out by this and
Yeah.
is like, "Did you wake up in the middle of the night to fold my clothes and put my shoes by the door? Like it's a lot. It's a lot that you just
Yeah.
did for this one night stand."
This man's type B for sure.
Yeah. And Jaskier's like, "No, like I don't know what this is." And the guy does not believe him and is like, "Okay, this is a little weird," and leaves.
This guy, Peter's judgy.
Peter is judgy.
I don't like
judgy.
Peter.
It's okay. We'll never see him
Is it
again.
spelled Pytor?
No, but I wish. It's Peter regularly.
Oh, so you knew he was boring anyway.
He's boring. He's
in a
just-
world of Jaskiers.
Yes.
I don't need a Peter.
He's there to move us along. He's not there to stick around.
Yes.
So Jaskier is just generally like, "Ugh, okay," and like goes back to kind of being bored. He has a pile of like unwashed dishes in his sink, but he needs to make tea. So he picks up his favorite mug, which is so dirty, from the top of the pile of dishes and just kind of like rinses it out and
God,
then
that's
makes tea.
so relatable.
I've done that before a couple of times.
Yeah.
He tries not to think about like the weird shit that has happened and is like, maybe there's like rats in the walls, or maybe I was drunk and I just didn't remember doing that before we went upstairs. Like he's just rationalizing.
Or little gnomes.
Oh,
in the middle of the
yeah.
night.
little troll.
Tiny little gnomes. The next day, Essie is like teasing him, and because he's like mentioning it, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got like super drunk and I must have folded this guy's clothes." And Essie is like, "It probably means it's time for you to settle down and stop sleeping your way through the country just playing music for people."
Get his ass.
Yeah, and like I mean, only in the thing that only like a best friend could say to you,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Okay, maybe it's time to like change your entire life because you're a mess." And Jaskier thinks, he's like, "I'm just not made to settle down." And then I'm going to read a quote because I always do, because I like writing. And this is Jaskier's like opinion about himself when it comes to like relationships with other people. He'll look and collect notches on his ribs like magpies with their trinkets for the cottages. That's the bit that people don't understand with their smaller, patient loves that fit neatly in the palms of their hands. Jaskier seeps out of his horrible leaking heart. He's always looking for somewhere to put it.
Oof.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's really good. The whole fic is written like this, so people should read it.
That's
that's nice, right?
It's good writing.
incredible.
Jaskier has a plum tree behind his house, so he goes out to pick the plums. My dream. I want a fruit tree. I want an old ass fruit tree in my house, and I want to go out in the middle of the afternoon and pick plums and bring them into my kitchen.
Sounds great.
It sounds so nice.
My aunt has a bunch of fruit trees in her back. She has like lemons, avocados, and like something else.
Oh, it's such
they
a
use them
California
all.
thing, I think.
Some California bullshit right there.
I see. I have a fear of picking fruit out of trees because I saw my dad do it once when I was younger, and he grabbed an orange and a scorpion stung him.
Oh my god!
And that's some Arizona shit.
I
That's
will-
some Arizona bullshit.
I will say a little bit of hubris because it was a tree that was growing from the neighbor's yard.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like
He
what are
learned
you
his lesson
doing?
really quick.
But it has stuck with me for the rest of my day.
I don't blame you at all. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so he goes to get the plums. He brings them in and in like a bowl, but there are so many things on his counter that he has nowhere to put the bowl. He notices that there's like a barrel in the corner, and he's like, "I'll just put the plums in this barrel. It'll be fine." Like
In or
he's-
on?
In.
Okay.
He's just like, he's a mess. This
Okay.
man is a mess. His house is a mess.
Yeah.
He goes
Any port
home.
in a storm.
Yeah, exactly. He goes to play a show at the bar. He goes home with the bartender. He leaves her room out her upper window in the middle of the night, like crawls
That's
out,
bold.
crawls down the trellis.
That's
like
so bold to do to a bartender at a bar.
I
that
know.
You play at.
Yeah.
I know, but a bard has confidence.
Yeah, that's true.
A bard can get away with it.
That's true.
He gets home. It's like 5 a.m. The dishes are gone. The mugs are all that were like in his living room, just scattered around, are not there anymore. Everything has been washed and put away.
Such a nice curse.
He's
Like,
staring.
yeah.
I know. He's staring at his cabinets. He's getting more and more pissed off because they have not been put away in the places that he feels that they should be put.
No, you're looking a gift horse in the mouth, my man.
Just be happy someone did the
Come
fucking
on.
dishes.
Yep. And now he's like, I'm short and I can't get to my plates as easily as I wanted to. Like, I can't reach my mugs the way that I want.
I have had this fight with multiple people before.
Yes.
As a 5'3" woman, I'm like, no, I need the coffee mugs on the bottom thing. The plates can go up to, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. So, and Jaskier has now started yelling at the rats in his house and being like, you guys are really inconsiderate and I don't know what's going on, but da-da-da-da.
Honey.
He's yelling at them, talking to them. His favorite mug is on the top of all the cabinets. So he has to get a ladder. The whole time he's climbing up this ladder, he's yelling at the rats. And he's like, very mature, putting my mug where I can't reach it. His lute, which is leaning up against the wall by the door, falls over when he says very mature. He like turns and he freezes.
I can just see like a ghost being like,
He
Fuck
freezes, stares at the lute, yells, if you touch my lute again, I'm going to exorcise you. The lute comes back up and rights itself against the wall. He laughs, goes, ha! Covers his mouth, turns pale, runs out the door.
Yeah, for sure.
Runs to the office of the dean of medicine, who had been like, "Oh, you're in the cottage that no one wants," and goes, "You didn't tell me that my cottage was haunted." And she's like, "There's nothing substantiated. People have checked it out over the years, but like, we think that there has definitely been something in that house for a long time with only one documented fatality." Where an older couple moved in, a very well-respected couple, but the wife kept having suspicious bruises and things, and then the husband mysteriously died in the middle of the night.
it was protecting the wife.
Yeah. So this curse rips. is what we're hearing.
This curse.
We enjoy this curse so far. And the older woman lived there for the rest of her days, making plum wine in the kitchen, and then died there. And Shawnee's like, ever since then, there really hasn't been consistent ownership. Like, people have bought it, stayed there for a couple months, left. And that's what the townsfolk kind of know. And she goes, "Sorry, are you still gonna stay in the cottage?" And he just he says, Jaskier blinks at her. "It's on the aqueduct." Right. She agrees. Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lakefront property.
Yeah. It's on the aqueduct.
I get it.
I'm staying.
Can people? Aqueducts are not big enough to live on top of.
No, but they're pretty. Like it's
yeah.
overlooking like the water, and
I guess
like,
this aqueduct is very, very large.
It's
Like
an-
a big aqueduct? Yeah.
it's like an
'cause
English aqueduct, not like a Roman, not like a tall giant thing.
I was thinking
My
like
tall, thin house that I'm in on top
Right.
of the aqueduct.
it's like a really, you have to kind of go to the side to get
No.
up the stairs.
I was
Yeah,
confused
yeah.
about this too, so I googled cottage on aqueduct, and it's more like a canal. If you think about it like that, it's more like just kind of like
Yeah.
a more,
Okay.
more
Very
a river.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, more that.
Yeah,
More that.
I'm thinking like in oh Jesus, never mind.
I know what you mean. You're thinking like a big, like almost like a dam type
Yes,
thing.
but
Like
now
to get the water through
now I'm thinking
the-
of like Camden.
Yeah.
Town. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like Camden.
Thank you.
Very similar. So yeah, he's
We're
like,
all okay now.
I can't leave the cottage. It's picturesque as fuck. I got to deal with whatever this is.
I truly understand that.
I get it.
I do
yeah.
too.
That's why I stay where I stay sometimes.
It's a very bisexual choice, and I agree with him.
Seconded as part of the bisexual council.
Yes, as part of the council.
Thirded as a friend.
Yes, ally. So Jaskier is walking home. He's thinking about like how it's really great that he figured this out in the fall, because if he had figured it out in the summer, it just would have been weird. But like, this is great. This is really helpful. Like the aesthetic is there, the vibe is there.
If I figured this out in the summer,
It just wouldn't have been the mood.
Right. Like it wouldn't have been as picturesque.
No, and he's
Okay.
like, that's his thought process as he walks home.
He's like, thank
Obsessed.
God it's.
It's like the mood
the
is right.
leaves are falling. I have like a little witchy house.
I'm
Like,
wearing a little
happy.
scarf.
Yep.
My coffee is just perfect.
I've got my loot.
Got my loot.
He gets home, he pours himself a glass of wine, he starts to grade some papers, and he calls out to his quote ghost roommate. He says, "Ghost roommate, I don't suppose you can play the lute and grade some of these for me?" And a pillow hits him in the back of the head.
Nice.
Nice.
He,
Sassy.
He yells, "You don't even pay rent!" The cabinet door creaks open to reveal clean dishes.
Yeah.
So he
that's
kinda
good.
does.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
He goes to like take a drink of his wine and kind of smiles behind the glass.
I kind of don't want Geralt to show up at all.
I know. I
I mean,
I know narratively where this might be going. But
I won't say a word.
It starts to get, it's autumny, right? It starts to get rainy and gray every day. And one evening he is reading and he starts to talk out loud to the ghost as he's been. And he's like, "Is it kind of lonely and weird being stuck inside? Like, that must be really odd. I'm just thinking about how like all you can do all day is just watch me. That must be so boring." And he asks the ghost, like, can you leave? I'm assuming you can't leave. And it like jiggles the door handle as if to say, "No, I cannot leave." And he's like, "Would it help if I read to you? Like, are you bored?" And the ghost in response pulls a book down from the top shelf and like opens it to a specific page.
cute.
Yes. And he starts to read to the ghost, and the ghost like makes Jaskier a tea and brings it to him, and he starts to read aloud and he falls asleep reading to his ghost. A few weeks later, he's at home. He's making out with a woman named Sarah against his front door as he pulls her inside, like up against the front door outside, unlocks the door, pulls her inside, and hears a plate shatter. There is like soap in the sink. There are dishes being done.
oh no.
And the plate falls to the ground.
Trouble in Paradise.
Oh my God. The sink faucet turns off on its own. And Jaskier is smiling and goes like, "Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Sorry for the fright. It's just the ghost. It's just the ghost that lives here." And Sarah like turns pale and she's like, "What do you mean the ghost?"
So
And
Sarah's not cool. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Sarah runs away. Sarah leaves.
Sure.
Sarah.
Jaskier
Sarah.
is, yeah, I know. She needs to be braver. He like kind of doesn't care, but he's also like, "Oh, that kind of sucks." Anyway, so how was your day, ghost? It seems like you're doing the dishes. Da 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 da. Starts telling the ghost about his day, and like just all of this stuff. He then tells his friends about his ghost, and they have a very sweet chat about like how that's nice that he has a friend, and also about how he's getting older and how that's okay. And then when he gets home from that, he's like very drunk. He makes himself a tea, and he's like, "It's really cold," and a blanket drapes over him.
Aww. Very cute.
This ghost continues to
It's
just
cute.
the best roommate.
This ghost is showing up.
It's showing
Okay.
up.
Where others wouldn't. He falls asleep on the couch and he's like talking to his ghost still, and he's like, I feel cold all the time. Can you feel cold? I hope you can't feel cold. I hope it's warm where you are. He falls asleep.
She say, sorry, if I told a ghost I hope it's warm where you are, that implies that I'm like, I hope you're in hell.
I hope you're in hell. That's fair. The ghost cockblocks him once again with a woman that Jaskier actually really liked and had been sleeping with, but this was like the first time she came over to the cottage. And once again, something like floats around and moves when it shouldn't be, and she runs away. And he loses his temper, and he's like, you have to let me like bring people here. Like I should be allowed to meet people. Like just because I live in a haunted house doesn't mean
I can't fuck.
that I can't fuck people if I want to in my house. And he leaves. He has a very hot threesome with a couple from the pub.
Nice.
Love that.
Love that.
And
Get
when
it.
it's get it, do what you need to do, babe. But he's like, I can't. I feel like it's not right to spend the night. I should go check on my home. So he goes home. Initially the door is like hard to open. The fire has gone out. It feels quiet and sad and hollow in there.
Oh, no.
And he's trying to like make small talk with his ghost. He's not getting any response like he's used to getting. And he sets the kettle to boil, and then he goes to pick up his favorite blanket, which is the one that he keeps getting covered with, and it won't budge. And like the ghost is like sitting on it or something. Like he's like, and he loses his temper, and he's like, he's like, you can't throw tantrums every time I bring people here. Like I should be able to live my life. And the kettle starts whistling, and so the kettle is whistling, and he's yelling, and he's like, I'm really lonely, and I know you're lonely too, and this is not the way to solve our problem and solve our loneliness. And then he like, it all just gets really quiet, and he's like, this is where I want to be. Please come back. And the kettle stops shrieking. The fire lights. The blanket lifts up into the air and goes to him. The door unlocks. And Jaskier sits down and opens a novel that they had been reading and starts to read aloud.
Wow.
They start to try to communicate better. He's like, can you write? Like, because like until this point, like all that's been happening is he's been saying something and like the doorknob jiggles, or he'll ask a yes question and like the table will be hit and he'll be like, I think that means yes. And so he's like, we should try to learn, like we should get a system maybe. And he's like, can you write? And it's clear that like the ghost can try, but it's very slow and like belabored. And as the letters form, they like disappear into like a black smoke that smells like sulfur.
Interesting.
And, yeah.
Classic curse.
Classic curse.
Not that I was lost, but I'm back in now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jaskier makes out the letters C-U-R before they go away.
Kurt? Your name is Kurt? Curtis?
And then after that, the entire paper goes up in flames and it smells really, really bad.
Ooh.
And
Farts.
Yeah.
Ghost farts.
Yeah.
Ghost farts.
And so he's like, okay, so you are cursed. You can't write. Like, we can't communicate that way. So they start to establish a system in the kitchen where, like, if you hit this pot, it means yes. If you hit this pan, it means no. And then they have a specific pot that means fuck you. Okay.
Nice.
So
they've got.
I like that.
They're working it out. They're working it out.
Videos of the people who train their dogs to hit the buttons.
Yeah. Exactly.
Those dogs are too smart.
And then Jaskier asks a question that I think he should have asked like a month ago. He says, what is your name? And
We got yes, no, and fuck you. Sorry.
I know.
I hope his name is fuck you.
His name is fuck you. Well, no, what they do, it's very cute, I think. Jaskier just starts to say the alphabet and then gets a hit on the pot every time there's a letter. And it spells out Geralt.
Who'd have thought
No,
it wasn't me?
hold on.
I knew the whole time.
Wow.
I knew the whole time.
Yeah.
How did you know the whole time?
I just have a feeling about these things.
So his ghost name is Geralt. And he's been cursed to be in this house. That's what we know.
I see.
And that's where it ends.
That's where it ends.
I see.
And Jaskier's like, is there anything I can do to help you? Like, what's going, and he gets the no response. It's like, there's nothing you can do to help me.
Aw.
Geralt starts to help Jaskier make plum wine with all the plums that he collected.
Nice.
And Jaskier is like, oh yeah, you would know how to do this because you helped that lady that I found out about. Da, 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 da. And he's like, it feels like cool to hang out with you, but it's really weird that I don't know more about you. And Geralt finds a book, opens it to a chapter about witchers, talking about Geralt of Rivia and the legendary fighter, the legendary witcher.
Okay.
And Jaskier's like, "Oh, is that you?"
Is that you?
And he reads up on Geralt, who we find out has basically was in the middle of a mission that I will tell you more about later, and then disappeared without a trace.
Okay.
Years and years ago,
So
centuries ago.
Oh.
Okay.
Centuries and centuries.
Are witchers still things?
Witchers are still things.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So this is kind of like an AU where they never met.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I see.
And we're like centuries later
Yeah.
from whenever the show was.
But all the fantasy shit's still tangible.
kind of.
which is what I meant kind of
Yeah.
at the beginning, where it's like people are still wearing like
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
old timey clothes, but like we're not in Witcher times.
We didn't have an
either.
industrial revolution yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so Jaskier's like, okay, now I know things about you. I'm gonna have you like meet my friends. Invites his friends over to meet his ghost. He's like, are you okay with this? And the ghost says yes. So the ghost like basically helps him host a party with Essie and oh god, I already forgotten the Dean of Medicine's name. Shawnee, and a couple of other people, and they just get like super drunk on the plum wine.
That's actually so fun.
It's
this.
so cute.
I love
it's
that.
It's so cute.
It's so wholesome.
They like make stew and they hang out and they get wasted in the living room.
So domestic.
And then Jaskier wakes up in the middle of the room. Everyone is asleep around him, and he calls out for Geralt and he says, "You know, I had so much fun. I hope you had fun. I hope this wasn't a horrible reminder of what it's like to be alive."
Sure.
Jesus.
Yeah, put that thought out there.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Well, now I do.
Yeah.
And he says, like, do you miss being alive and like being out in the world? And Geralt says yes and no. And Jaskier says, do you miss it less now? And he says yes. And he says, is it easier to bear because of me? And Geralt pauses a long time and then says, yes, it's easier to bear because
really wish it was
Jaskier is
fuck
there.
you.
I
Fuck
also
you.
wished it was
Yeah.
fuck you.
The other thing they start doing is they start playing cards together at night because
fun.
Geralt can
Can hold cards.
can hold cards.
Nice.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's all so cute.
It's
they
very
get
cute.
through the winter that way. They get through the winter like silently, not silently on Jaskier's part, but silently on Geralt's part,
Yeah.
hanging out, making plum wine,
Yeah.
like just playing cards.
That's
That's how they
cute.
see through the winter.
There's something so deeply romantic about like an older man just becoming like romantically involved with like a ghost.
Oh, the ghost. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something like it just feels really sweet.
Yeah.
It just feels very pure and sweet.
It's very pure and sweet and like beautifully gothic.
Yes.
It's-
You
Yeah,
made
yeah.
it sound like this is something you've encountered multiple times. Like, there's just something so romantic about an old man
I
falling in
think
love with
my-
a ghost. It's my favorite trope.
I think my brain just connected, just being like, oh, there is a nice like circular, like, oh, an old man getting on in years, and he's like, well, what's next for me?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Exactly. So they it's now springtime. They've gotten through the winter. It's the spring. Jaskier is at a gig and he gets approached by a man saying, "I am a witcher. I'm like basically like a bounty hunter at this point. Like I solve people's problems that might need a witcher, and I
Okay.
have heard that you are in this cottage that is famously haunted. Do you need my services? I can get rid of your ghost problem."
Oh.
And Jaskier like tries to play it off, but like is clearly not as not as chill as he wants to be. And the Witcher's like, well, if you need me to, I can probably break that curse that's been horribly plaguing you probably since you moved in last summer. And Jaskier immediately leaves, and he's like suddenly deeply afraid, like so terrified. He's like, oh, people know about this, and they might take Geralt
my
away
ghost.
from me. And so he leaves. He's so afraid. Stops on the way home to get like a bar for his door. Like he's like, we need more security. So he gets like this. I am imagining like he stopped at a hardware store and like got a
Got a
kit
deadbolt.
of like not a
Sure,
deadbolt,
yeah.
but like a like a
Yeah.
bar
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
like
fit
a-
over your door.
yeah.
Like an old timey situation.
Yeah. If we
Yeah.
all have tunics, we all have big wood blocks that
Exactly.
keep our doors shut.
Yes. He gets home, he's panicking, and Geralt is trying to get his attention and be like, what's going on? And he's just like, I just need to really install this bar on this door, and it's for no reason. Everything's fine, but I just really feel like I need to do this. Realizes he has no idea like how to use tools, like has no
Girl, can you do this for me?
has never ever done this. Like and then suddenly like a screwdriver gets pulled from his hand. And when he goes to grab for it, he like grabs onto the handle and he feels this rush of cold, stinging pain coming up through his hand. And he sees like a bloody battlefield. He sees an empty cottage. He feels like deep sadness and loneliness and rage. And then he feels the shape of somebody else's hand underneath his hand.
Oh.
And he realizes that they can touch, and that when they do, he gets a sense of where Geralt is and what he's feeling and what he's experiencing.
So they can touch.
So they can touch.
In the curse.
In the
In the curse.
The curse.
And he's like, I felt like I could like feel your soul. Like I felt like that was like really intense. Is that how you feel all the time? And he gets a yes. And then
Are you this intense all the
all you
time?
do is intense all the
It's
time.
intense.
And he also says like, could you feel me and like
Yeah.
what I was, and he gets a yes. So like they realize that they can communicate in this way, but it's not very comfortable. It's a little bit painful. It's like it's not really what they're supposed to be doing based on this curse.
Is it painful for Geralt as well?
We don't know. Okay, but we know it's painful for Jaskier.
Unconclusive.
Inconclusive.
We can't see Geralt's face.
Yeah.
It's-
We don't know how.
Well, we could hear. Is it painful for you? Yes or no?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we don't know how.
So how dare you?
I'm so sorry.
How dare in my own home?
You're right. I'm so sorry. I forgot about the system they had established earlier in this story.
Well, and the way they talk about it is more. It's the existential pain too.
Okay.
We hear about the physical pain on Jaskier's end, but it's more like I felt so much like loneliness and sadness coming from you, and that hurts me.
Okay.
more than anything.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, this is really checking off the trope for me.
Oh yeah.
It's
When
doing a
you
great
when you
job.
said like the Beauty and the Beast stuff and the like, I was like, oh, you just wait.
And I've waited, and here we are.
And so
Gonna be such a disappointment on my end.
it's gonna be great. You're gonna be great. And Geralt communicates that like he didn't know that that was possible. He had never made contact with somebody else like that before. Like he's as surprised as
Cool.
Jaskier. Geralt ends up installing the bar on the door and
knew
is
it.
like, I'm so sorry for being useless, but we're gonna find a way around this curse. God damn it! And Jaskier ends up like playing for entertainment while he installs this bar.
I'm just having this really vivid visual of like somehow figuring out how to put Geralt in like a flannel shirt
Yes.
that like just floats around.
So you can always see him.
perfect.
Honestly,
We always know where he is.
I wish they had done that.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
wish they had done that. Later on that night, Jaskier draws a bath, gets in, Geralt knocks, and Jaskier's like, come in, and kind of starts to doze off a bit, but they're hanging out, and Jaskier's talking to him, and he's like, do you think that like we could try to control the bad feelings like from the touching? Do you think we could do more of the touching? And Geralt is very hesitant, but Jaskier's like, well, just try. Like, and he like puts his arm on the lip of the tub and is like, just try to touch my arm. And so Geralt just starts to lightly kind of touch him up his arm, like up to his shoulder,
Like he's zhuzhing
collarbone.
him?
Like a little, yeah, just like a little, like
a
light,
soft
like just
little-
checking it out,
Zhuzh.
like a zhuzh, yeah,
Like a fingertip.
like a fingertip,
Yeah.
like a fingernail.
Geralt's got real long fingers.
He's got big old
He
fingers.
hasn't cut them in centuries. Of course he does.
And Jaskier says, I know that you think that I'm very, very foolish, but I also think that you like me very, very much. And he gets a yes.
Shoot your shot, King.
And so he's very, Geralt is like touching him. It's very gentle, and it does still sting. Like it's like a very light kind of stinging pain, but not as much as before with the full hand grab. And it's just very peaceful and very sweet, but it also is like very tiring. Like Geralt like gets the movements get slower and slower and slower, and then he's like, I need to rest. Like it takes a lot out of him. So they just keep kind of like exploring this over the next several days of just like little light touches and little things, and like what are the limits of this curse. Which is very cute, very fluffy. And then they're like, okay, so like I felt your depression, I felt your loneliness. What if we tried like directing the feelings? What if I thought of only like happy things, and maybe you can like feel that happiness too if you touch me. And
makes sense.
And Geralt's like, I've been in such a hellhole for so many centuries, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to think of happy things. And Jaskier's like, okay, I'll go first. And
think
he's like,
of me.
Yeah. He's like, I really like playing music, and I really like playing cards with you, and I really like getting drunk with my friends.
Seriously.
And he's like, and then he's like, okay, and I'll go first. And so he like is thinking and like trying to project, and he's like, my friends, plum wine, waking up warm under my blanket. And then Jaskier like concentrates on like his mind on hearing what Geralt is thinking and feeling what Geralt is feeling, and he's thinking about Jaskier reading a poem, Jaskier drunk and talking to him, Jaskier biting his lower lip. And Jaskier realizes that he has started to tear up and is like, do you really like feel that way about me?
About my lip?
I like about my lip.
Oh my god! Do you like me? Y or N?
Do you like me?
Y
Ghost
or N?
With
friend?
the pots.
Circle one. Circle a pot.
And later he's in bed and he starts talking to Geralt, and he's like, can I tell you something? And he's like, sometimes when I'm laying in bed, I pretend that you're there with me and that you're holding my hand. And he's like, I just think that I have feelings for you, and I am really sorry because it's weird and I don't really know what to do because of our situation. And Geralt just starts hitting the yes pot over and over and over again. It's just like ding, 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 ding. And Jaskier goes, do you need like a new word? Like, I think you need it. I feel like, is there not something else you want to say? Yes. And Geralt goes to the kitchen, dumps flour all over the floor.
Oh, so it could spill in the flour.
And in the flour.
Well, actually, flour is quite explosive. Fun fact. Sorry.
He dumps
I'm
flour
losing it.
all
I'm
over the
losing
floor. And Geralt, the ghostly finger, writes MINE. Mine.
Oh,
That's how Geralt feels about Jaskier.
Wow.
I do love I love when someone's like, you're mine. Like, oh, that possessive, like a consensual possessiveness.
It's good, yeah.
And Jaskier stares at the floor, clutches his pearls for a moment, and says, I am yours. I love you too. And it's so cute, you guys. It's so cute.
It's so good.
Oh, so cute.
God. This
Then
ghost is getting possessive.
this ghost is getting possessive. We're on the last page, you guys.
What?
I'm so sorry to tell you.
Of notes.
Okay.
Of notes.
I was like, of the story?
Of the story. So they confess their love. It's very cute.
I love this.
The touches continue. The cuteness continues. Jaskier is out with his friends at the pub catching up when a very beautiful woman approaches them.
Yes.
Her name is Triss, who is in canon, and she is a friend of Geralt's in canon.
Oh.
And she says, I am a friend of the Witcher, who I understand is staying in your cottage. I think I know how to help him.
Yeah.
She's like, I was a friend of his, and Jaskier is a little bit like, I don't know if I trust you. I need to run this by my ghostly boyfriend, BRB.
Yeah.
So he runs, like, sprints back to the cottage, tells Geralt everything, and Geralt is like, no, yeah, that's my friend. Like, yes. And he's like, can I bring her here? Yes.
Okay.
Trish explains what happened. Geralt was hunting a horrible sorcerer named Stregobor, which I love.
Oh yes, Stregobor.
Stregobor?
The Polish of it all.
I see.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm picturing just like Russian, just like
I
it is me,
only-
Stregobor.
Big
thinking of,
old
like,
mustache.
Big old mustache, like mutton
Stregonona's
chops, like
husband.
stash into.
That's what I'm
Mutton
thinking.
chops. Yeah, like a full thing.
Yeah.
Husband
picturing-
of Stregonona. Stregobor.
I'm picturing like a slightly less rotted Nosferatu from the Nosferatu
sure.
movie.
I'm still thinking actually about as much rotted.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
as much,
much
but the
rotted.
same facial hair is kind of where I'm at.
You must bounce on
Bounce on it crazy style. He basically was he was presumed dead, but Geralt, the whole like thing is Geralt went looking for the sorcerer, found him to basically seek justice because the sorcerer had killed a lot of little girls.
Oh.
Like he had gotten it into his head as part of his craziness that like this group of girls born under this specific like black moon were cursed and evil, and he killed them. And Geralt was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna take you down." Basically,
There's a lot of that in The Witcher, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
Oh, very much.
and the Brothers Grimm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a whole. It's an
The
old
movie, not like the thing.
It's an
Yeah.
old trope, same
Yes.
as this.
Yes.
She thinks that Geralt found this sorcerer in Oxenfurt, that he lived in this cottage,
Okay.
and confronted him here and took him down, but Geralt went down with him.
Gotcha.
And basically, they became trapped. Geralt became trapped in this cottage.
Okay.
Because of what this sorcerer cursed him
Makes
with
sense.
before he was killed.
Yeah.
Essentially. And that's why the curse can't be lifted, because the guy who did it is gone.
Yeah.
And curses are usually very complicated, and usually the guy that does it has to be the one to undo it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, if we bring him back, the sorcerer comes back too.
No,
Which would be bad.
No,
That's a cool hook for a sequel.
Yeah, that well, honestly that is. But the sorcerer, as far as we know, like is not trapped with Geralt. He just like his final act before he was killed was he cursed Geralt
Okay.
to be tied to this place. And the plum tree is basically part of that curse.
Oh shit.
And so
plum wine.
Geralt is
this writer's so
buried
good.
underneath the plum tree.
Wait, hold on.
We've been drinking
We've been
his
drinking Geralt
plum-
wine.
Geralt
We've been
wine.
drinking Geralt wine.
Specifically his heart. And so Triss is like one of the minions of the sorcerer, took out his heart and buried it underneath the plum tree so that he would be tied to this land forever, and he could never leave. He would never be able to be released into he would always be in purgatory. He would never move on into the spirit world properly.
That's
our curse.
excuse the pun, so heartbreaking.
Very much so.
Oh my.
Yes. So he's been there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years alone.
Okay.
Tied to this house.
Okay.
But the house is on an aqueduct, so what are you gonna do?
But it's on an
That's
aqueduct.
On an
true.
aqueduct. So Jaskier hears all of this and hears, Geralt is tied here. He's been cursed to never pass on, to just
Yeah.
always be living in this place. And Jaskier's first question is, well, could you put that curse on me? And she's like, I need to look into it. Like, give me a second. Don't ever do anything to that plum tree. Definitely leave that plum tree where it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's very important. And she leaves, and Jaskier starts to talk to Geralt, and he's like, do you want me to show you like how I'm feeling? And like through their magical touch telepathy, Jaskier like shows Geralt like how much he loves him and how he's like proud of him and how sad he is that he's stuck there. And it's just like very fluffy and very sweet. And they start to like exchange memories, and then they start to exchange fantasies, and then they like mystically bang in their own brains, basically.
Okay.
And Jaskier like jerks off, but
Yeah.
also it's like a lot of like fantasy, witchery, fantasy, sex type
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
stuff.
Like visions.
he's
of,
like visions and-
boinking.
Does he
Yeah.
still not know what Geralt looks like?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
No, he has like a drawing from that book
Oh, sure.
of like
Gotcha.
what Geralt of Rivia,
Or
the
like a
famous
ye
Witcher.
olde.
Yeah, exactly,
It's like an illuminated manuscript.
Yeah.
Man.
He like has assumed that he's very tall and very strong because his mug was up high, but that's about all he has.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's also just a good dynamic. Tall, short.
Oh, it's such a
tall, small.
tall, small.
Tall, small.
Tall, small.
It's a very real trope as well. So yeah, they call each other mine. Geralt fingers him somehow.
Wait, and it stings.
It stings. So like they figure out fingering, which I'm like really happy for them about.
Sure.
I was honestly wondering when there was going to be like a hand job scene.
Yeah,
but-
I
not
was
a hand
also
job.
thinking hand job scene, and that might just be because of Ghostbusters.
Ow, 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 ow. Just like,
Yeah, I think this author was like, no, on the dick would be too stingy.
Yeah.
But like maybe
But up
in the
maybe
butt-
up is
butthole?
fine. I don't know.
well, there's no nerve endings in your like butthole.
Oh.
That's why people can get waxed there and it doesn't hurt as much.
Oh.
It's like a real thing.
Is that
Emily.
true?
If you ever get a Brazilian, fun fact, everything hurts except that area. Don't ask me how I know.
I won't ask.
Interesting.
It's at least around like the entrance.
Yeah.
Once you get in there,
With the pinky.
The pinky.
Yeah,
Just-
what finger do you think Geralt got in there with?
Which finger?
The thumb?
Thumb? Oh my goodness.
well, we know he hasn't cut his nails in centuries.
I mean, we know Jaskier likes, you know, to have sex, but for the love of God, the thumb.
All right, well, I guess
start.
the middle then. That's the longest.
I don't, it's just the way that you're moving your hand. I just don't like it. I just really, I don't like.
I've never fine.
You're doing it like an airplane taking
Flipping.
off. I don't like it.
I swear you did the thumb like a politician being like,
Emily
I wanna-
has definitely fingered
I want to
someone
apologize
before.
to everyone watching this
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah, you could tell.
that is what we're learning.
You could tell
Yeah.
she knows what she's doing.
Wow. It's kidding.
I feel ashamed.
It's okay. Don't.
I feel so ashamed.
We're not shaming you. You are innocent and sweet. And
I'm
we
gonna
love that for
shame
you.
myself.
Okay.
I hope there's like a roses and thorns part of this episode where we're just in buds. Where it's just like for buds. I hope Emily gets to finger someone one day.
I hope Emily knows that the airplane technique won't work very well, and I'm glad that we've told her that.
Don't ask me how I know, but I know it'll work on someone.
All right.
Sure.
All right. So they have sex, and there's fingering, and it's great, and they both come and they fall asleep.
Nice.
And it's very sweet.
Wait, I'm sorry. Geralt comes
Well, in his mind.
in his.
First of all, I was talking into my White Claw can for just a second. I was like, why can't anyone hear me? He can't touch Geralt. Geralt can touch him.
He can touch Geralt, but he's invisible.
But he can't see. Gotcha. Okay. So we
if
think.
they're like right up on each other in a sexual way,
Okay.
then there can be
Yeah.
a shoulder or whatever, but it is still like painful.
It's probably easier for Geralt to touch Jaskier.
Yeah.
because there's
he
more
can
control and he can
So
see
what?
him.
And
So
he
what
can
we're
see
thinking
him,
is that
yeah.
Geralt's got one hand in Jaskier, one hand on himself.
Yeah.
Heard.
That's
Go
what
on.
we're thinking. That's
Yeah.
where we're at.
Go on.
Okay. That's just their life, you guys, for like years and years and years. For decades and
Oh,
decades.
she's
and
gone for
Whoa.
years trying to figure this out.
Yeah. Well, she comes back. She comes back. But
Gotcha.
we get a big flash forward to close this out. Big
Damn.
flash forward.
God.
Jaskier grows old in that cottage, making plum wine and just like hanging out and being on the aqueduct and playing music
And being airplaned.
and playing airplanes. And he like has a family. Like he has kids and grandkids. We don't get into how. Doesn't matter. When he gets quite old, though.
No, I think we know
We
how.
don't get
He's
into
fucked
how.
like half the town.
Well,
you're
yeah,
right, you're
We
right.
don't know. I guess we don't know the specific polyamorous
Heard. Okay.
dynamic that occurred, but something happened,
Sure.
and he
Someone's-
has kids and grandkids.
Someone's got to be okay with him fucking that ghost.
Oh yeah, like that's non-negotiable.
It's a lavender marriage.
He grows old with his ghost.
Wow.
And when he gets quite old,
this.
when he gets sick, he tells his children to write to Triss and tell her to come back and make sure that she buries his heart under the plum tree in the yard.
Oh wow.
And in his, because it's still his POV, this whole thing has been from his POV.
Yeah.
Everything goes dark and quiet for a little while.
Yeah.
And then everything comes back and he's in the cottage and he sees Geralt for the first time and says that he's very handsome.
Oh my god.
And they run to each other and they hug and they kiss and they're so excited to see each other and they say, I love you. And Geralt starts to like show Jaskier like, here's how you pick things up in this shadow world.
Oh my God.
And they
Oh my
can see,
God.
they're like in the cottage and all of his kids and his grandkids are still there. And they're like talking about like, okay, so dad like wanted us to do this and do that. And Jaskier is like, oh, I should show them. Like Jaskier's
The
like,
kids
I
have to know about the ghost.
Yeah.
right?
they do kind of know, but like Jaskier's like, I just kind of want to watch them for a little while. So him and Geralt just like sit back and like watch his family for an hour or two. And then he is like, okay, it's time to like fuck with
Show
them,
them.
and show them that I'm here, and
Fuck
that it
with them.
worked. And so he in his will, you hear the kids reading it out. The only kind of thing he said was like, you need to keep the cottage as it is as much as possible, and make sure that my loot and my favorite blanket are always in these specific places so we can always get to them.
Aw.
And he goes to his lute and ghostly picks it up and starts to play it.
Oh wow.
And his kids and his friend Essie
Run.
like run into the room and are like, oh my god, it worked, he's there,
like excited.
Yeah.
and they all like sit down and like start crying and listen to him play, and Geralt goes and sits in a chair and opens a book smiling and just listens to him play.
That's really lovely.
And
I
that's
love
the end of the
this.
fit.
Oh, I love that.
That's it.
That was
cry a
very
little
lovely.
bit.
That's okay, you can. And I don't really have a game. My question was just like, could you see yourself like cursing yourself like this to be with a loved one forever? Is there like someone in your life that you could see doing that for? Or hypothetically, do you think that that's something that you would do?
Here's the thing. I'm thinking of so many bits right now.
That's
that
fine.
I would do. Wow. That's such a that's
We can also debrief a little bit about it before we get into my stupid question.
I mean, no,
No.
but like, that sounds so terrible.
No, it doesn't. It's a
If anything,
crazy thing.
I would
to
try.
do.
I would try and like wait to figure out how to like free Geralt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this particular circumstance,
Yeah.
and then I
the main
myself
character.
would like pass away.
Yeah.
So we would both. I mean, like it's lovely to think about like, oh, we can live out the rest of our days, but like, couldn't you spirit wise also do that? Like, you don't have to curse yourself. You can just
Yeah.
like get rid of the plum tree.
I mean,
and
I
you could
think
finally.
You both go to.
Yeah.
You both leave,
Witcher
but then
heaven.
but then you never see each other actually face to face. You never like you
Right.
never are on the same level ever.
Right.
Your partner is just gone.
Sure.
And they've moved on, and maybe they are feeling like better, but also neither of you ever see each other ever again. And it's just done.
Wow. Yeah. There's.
Go on.
To me, I feel like there's a beauty to things ending.
Yeah.
And particularly in my life, I don't know if I've loved anybody enough to be like, I want to be with you for. And I promise I'm not broken in some way.
No.
but
I mean, I
it's
feel the same way,
it's
though.
Like I've been in happy relationships
Same.
and stuff like that, but never at any point have I like in my mind been like,
I would curse myself
I
for
would
you.
curse myself.
No.
Yeah.
But it's more of a like I think the beauty of like endings is so important to me that I think that
I
would be,
agree.
like,
Yeah.
Like it's that thing of,
Yeah.
have you ever? I've like read about the idea of like being immortal, or like in a lot of like mythology books of like, oh, you're gifted immortality. It's like, oh, that's a curse. Like I would never want to be immortal because everything should naturally come to an end. It's unnatural for it to like go on and on and on.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of like, we had our time, let's move on. It makes me really sad as someone who really hates change, but I also like at the end understand it and know it's necessary a lot of the time.
Yeah. And I did like that they left the story a little open-ended, but we know that like Triss is out there. So
Yeah.
in theory, like you can have a little bit of a headcanon of like if
Maybe.
they ever wanted to end it and they
Yeah.
wanted her to come back
get-
and chop down the plum tree.
yeah,
Exactly.
when they get ghost divorced.
When they get
Yeah.
ghost divorced or whatever, like
They
it
get the
could-
grandkid.
they
to be like, go
have
get
a
Triss.
system.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Like honestly, when I was thinking about it, I would probably do it for my little sister.
Oh sure.
Oh wow.
I
I thought
probably
of
wouldn't do
family,
it for
too.
my husband.
I thought about my sister in particular, and then that's when I started.
I did
thinking
not think about my
kids.
brother at
That's
all.
fine. But I was just thinking,
Nah.
like, if my
Nah,
little
man.
sister was kind of cursed to like this type of eternity, and then we like
Yeah.
bonded while she was in it, and she was like, I would
Yeah.
like, I would love to have time more
Yeah.
time with you. I would probably do it for her. There are very
Yeah,
few
yeah,
other
yeah.
people though that I could think of.
You know what's weird? Now I'm thinking about friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what friends would I want to spend
Eternity
eternity with? There's like a short list.
You want to spend eternity with me?
I think we get along.
I think we get along very well.
Yeah.
I think we actually could have been good roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
But
both,
also famous last words.
I know. I'm also a pretty good roommate, and I know like when I need space, and I can really tell when someone else needs space. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
and like having your own room is very much the like, oh, they don't want to talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
I know when to fucking leave someone alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really clean.
Yeah.
So
You just don't know how to finger.
No.
Meow.
I wouldn't ever ask you to finger me.
Yeah.
I would never ask you to finger me.
Great.
And that's why you're perfect.
And that's why
That's why we can spend eternity
meant
together.
to be. No, but yeah, we do have very similar interests. We know like each other very well. And I do think, I wonder if this would change when I inevitably meet the person I'm going to end up with. Because I do think I'm a very loyal person, I'd say.
Yeah.
And like when I'm with someone, I'm like, there we go. Like, I will move for you. Like, let's go. Like, I will do all this for you. So I wonder if they instill that loyalty within me. Like, would I? Or would I be like,
Sure.
go free? See you later.
Bye.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's such an interesting point.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's someone out there. That,
Maybe.
Like, for
Hey,
me
we'll
as
find
well,
someone
who
to have
I
a
know.
curse for.
You never know. Yaskier did not expect to have this ghost boyfriend.
Gotta move into a cottage
Gotta-
on the aqueduct.
I need to
Absolutely.
find the aqueduct.
Gotta find the
Absolutely.
aqueducts out here.
Where's my Chicago aqueducts at, eh?
Not very many of them.
I've never quibbled. If it was ribbled, I would devour where others merely nibbled, as the judge remarked the day that he acquitted my
I was telling him before
to be smart,
that
must be
usually it
utterly
takes me a
without
couple. I read a couple and I'm like, no. This one was the second, or it was like the first one I found
Oh.
of two.
Rare.
And I read it and I was like, I don't even need the second one.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
And I have read the I started reading the sequel of this for another episode, never used it.
Okay.
After I finished this book, I went back and reread the sequel because I was like, oh, that was fun.
Does it make more sense in sequence?
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's the kind where it's like standalones, but it's the world
Sure.
building that you
Yeah,
need.
yeah.
yeah.
So I read The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I'm strapped in immediately.
What was the sequel name?
The Time I Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf.
Okay, I
something like
remember you
that?
talking about that.
Yeah.
What is up with these anime ass titles?
I know.
And the covers are like a cartoon drawing of like a woman embraced with a demon, or a woman
Right.
embraced with a werewolf. So when you see the covers, you're like, this is fun. This
Yeah.
is silly fun. And you think it's kind of going to be like almost Chuck Tingle-esque, where it's like, Monday pounded me in the ass. Like,
Right,
and you're like,
right.
oh, okay, the existential idea of Monday, and I fell in
Yeah.
love and we had sex. No,
Sure.
Yeah.
this is like a full on like fantasy romance.
Okay.
And it gives D&D,
Yeah.
Fun.
which I
I'm
really, I
excited.
knew you would like.
I'm
I knew
such
you
a
would like.
nerd.
And yeah, and I've read it. I tried before. I was like, it's a little too fluffy. And then I was like, oh no, this is fun.
Perfect.
So The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. It is 279 pages, which is very short for me usually. And it came out in January of 2024.
Ooh.
A festival is happening in Kinemo. Also, let's suspend our
Spell it.
disbeliefs with all of these
Yeah.
names you read.
Yeah,
Spell it.
yeah.
The town is called Kinemo, Kinnamo.
Okay.
Fine.
Kinema.
The goddess Myva, Myva.
All right.
The look you give me every time.
Here's the problem. Every time you say something like that, I think that I have misheard you and that it is supposed to be something else, which is
Like-
why I
Fair.
say spell it. When
Yeah.
you say kinema, I'm like, kimono?
Kokomo.
Did I mishear?
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah. So
Sure.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just confused.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, because
You're welcome.
I don't think you're mad at me, but this is what I get. or
I'm not judging. I just
Communication's so important.
it is so important, and I feel like I've just gone temporary.
this is
deaf.
why we could live together because.
we can communicate.
So the goddess Myva, Myva,
Thank you.
did the hero's call, and it had been a while. The hero's call is when she calls this goddess calls upon some of the quote lowly humans to join the never-ending battle against the monsters trapped behind the Volsog Gate, Volsag.
Okay.
Okay.
The gate would weaken every 15 years, and monsters would come through. This
Sure.
is like the first paragraph, so
Yeah.
you just get here's some plot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So so
this
the
is
heroes
world building notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, she basically calls like 4 people from each town to be like, your time to be a hero.
Yeah.
They have like a big send off, and you might see them again and you might not, because
Yeah.
they have to go every 15 years fight at the
Yeah.
gate where all these, and it's monsters like demons, werewolves,
Yeah.
kraken. There's things that like I had never heard of, but I was like, oh, I know what that is, and they will come up later.
Yeah, it's giving Expedition 33.
Yeah. Oh my god, which is our friend of the pod, Sean, just started playing that and talked about it.
Yeah.
I think she started playing it because I was
you did?
telling her.
I've
about
heard.
it.
This
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me pick this up again.
It's so sad.
The town is actually celebrating though because Priscilla got picked,
Yeah.
and she's been super annoying about it. So she got.
So they're all excited for her to
Yes,
leave.
this is the kind of book this is. They're all like,
Nice.
you read it like you're someone modern day, but this is taking place in like the corsets
Yeah.
and boots
Right.
and
Renaissance,
wagons. Yeah.
Medieval.
And
generic
so
fantasy setting.
Priscilla got picked like a month ago, and the whole time she's been like, I can't wait for my sword. It's gonna be pink, and everyone's like, yeah, we get it. You're going. It's this whole thing. So she's been super annoying. So they're all happy she's gone, but also they hope that she doesn't die.
Right.
So, but
Fingers crossed.
she's super annoying. So they're like, thank God she's gone. A lot of people want to be heroes, but our main character, Cinnamon, spelled like the spice,
all right.
does not. She is happy not getting killed and just working with her family, growing spices in her field and selling them in her shop.
Nice.
Are all the members of her family named after spices?
Yes, they are.
Hell yeah.
At least the kids are. I don't know
All
about.
right.
I don't think the parents are.
Are you going to list those spices?
The
for me?
adults.
Yes, I will.
Thank
The
you.
adults are just named the East India Trading Company.
It's England and Netherlands. Cinnamon is drunk.
All right.
She
Nice.
is she's at this festival. She's partying. She's going to visit her best friend at her cheese stall named Brie.
Fuck, man. All right.
Dude, this is whimsical. as
Sure.
It's so
Sure.
whimsical. And her family's
I'll
working.
allow it.
That's who the second book's about. Brie.
Brie?
Yeah.
And her cheese family?
And her cheese family.
All right.
So
I'll
Brie
read it.
Brie
Her
is
brother
like
Judah.
Bree's like, bitch, go home. You're drunk. We have another day of the festival tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow. We'll go get drunk then. She's like, sounds good. And then as she turns to walk away, there's this huge boom. Like boom, mushroom cloud of smoke. And it's coming kind of towards where her house is, but she knows it's not her house. So it's like kind of over here.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you going to be okay walking home? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's kind of a small village. Everyone knows everyone. She's like, I can take care of myself. It's okay. Cinnamon on her way home is sorry, these were slightly out of order. As she's walking home, she's drunk. Somebody jumps in her way. It's a person in black and is like, give me all your money. She's like, no.
Oh, girl.
The
All
fuck's
right.
wrong with you? No. She goes, give me all your money. She goes, you are a tiny person. I am like, it's clearly like a young, like teenage boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, I'm going to slap you upside the fucking head. And he like pulls his mask off. He's like, come on. And he goes, I know you. Like it's like the, I wrote his name down later, but it's like, you know, Harper Maccabee or something, and
Yeah.
like the Maccabee boys are the worst. And she's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and he's like, no. And she like slaps him, and he runs off. And she kind of starts running after him to be like, I'm gonna get my brothers. I'm gonna tell your brothers. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Family feud.
Yep.
A family feud. And while she's doing that, she's running through the woods. She hears like a hurt voice. Like, and she's like, oh my God, it's somebody maybe along this like rock slide that happened. Cause as she gets closer, she realizes where the mushroom cloud dust was is a rock slide. And she's like, oh my God, keep calling out. I'll help you. Remember, she's also just drunk doing this.
Yeah. She's trying her best.
She's trying her best.
Who amongst us hasn't been there?
Yeah.
Trust me.
Drunk,
Big
run into
explosion.
someone tries to mug you,
Someone tries
run
to
into a
mug
rock
you,
slide.
Run into a rock slide.
I did that once
cetera.
where I was drunk walking home and I saw a drunk girl ahead of me with her boyfriend and she's walking like this and he's like, come on. She's like, she's sobbing. She was like, no, I don't trust you. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm walking. They start slowing down. I'm speeding up. I like kind of pass her and I go, are you okay?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, I'm fine. And he's like, I'm her boyfriend. She's like, I don't want to be in a car with you. And I was like, are you safe? Do you need to get into the vestibule of my house? And I was like, I'm not talking to you. Do you need to get? And she was like, she's like, no, he actually is my boyfriend. And I'm just drunk. And I was like, I was ready to fucking throw down.
Yeah.
Good. Though.
I was like,
Good.
all right, let's not be so dramatic then when a passerby is asking you if you're safe.
I know, but you got to do that because
I
if
know.
you hadn't
You
done
have
that,
I
if
would've
you
always
hadn't done that,
wondered.
you
Yeah.
would have thought about it forever.
100%. So she hears, back on track, she hears this voice. She's like, call out. She goes to help and finds a tall, long black haired guy in the rubble of the landslide. She kind of helps pull him out. He's this big guy, huge, big, broad shoulders, clearly at least like 2 feet taller than her.
Hot.
And he's like, thank you. She's like, yeah, no problem. She's like, but you have to run. And she's like drunk and confused and is like, what? And he turns out to be a demon.
Yeah.
And he turns, at first he was normal. She's like, sorry, you have to run. You have to get away from me. All of a sudden his eyes go from this black, his normal black, to like yellow.
Oh.
And his like features kind of turn a little bit, and like a fang or two comes out. He also has like horns coming out of him, but he always had horns coming out.
Oh, I see.
There's this like big chase scene where she's on the edge of her family's cinnamon fields.
Yeah.
She runs through it. She ends up grabbing like one of the cinnamon stalks, if you will, bashing him on the head, getting away, and getting into like her family's cottage, barring the door, and freaking out and falling asleep.
Yeah.
The next day,
Falls asleep immediately?
well, like she's like bars the door and then she pulls stuff in front of the door to sleep in front of it.
sure.
And she's
Sleeps in front
remember
of the
she's
door.
also drunk.
Sure.
She's like drunk, pass out.
She's had a lot
Sure.
going on.
Yeah, a lot going on tonight.
The next day, her dad is concerned, and her mom and dad live there. She has they all have their own home, but I think she ran to her parents' house.
Got it.
And her dad is concerned and is like, okay, maybe your brothers, who are named Cumin and Chili.
Let's go. Wait, chili?
Chili?
Chili pepper, cumin, chili, and cinnamon.
Is chili a spice?
Yeah, like chili powder.
Powder, I guess.
Chili powder.
Made of...
I think like cayenne or
Cayenne.
paprika.
No, chili powder is a thing. I have it in my.
Yeah, but isn't it
spice-
like a combination of different?
But you can buy just chili powder.
Oh. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's
fuck
right.
Me, fuck me then.
Yeah, fuck
Everyone-
me too, I guess. Yeah.
Continue.
I'm really hoping I'm not talking out of my ass right now. I'm
We're gonna get emails about this.
I'm just gonna go to my spice cabinet after this and we'll be like, guys, it's chili.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be sure to email Emily at the Wolfman of Wrigleyville play at gmail.com.
You can DM us at Femmes Ringfield. And he's like, maybe your brothers, Cumin and Chili, can go with you and go pray at the temple of Maiva, just in case. Because, you know, her brothers are like, she was drunk.
Yeah.
And her dad's like, I don't know, this isn't normal drunk cinnamon.
So they think that she was like overreacting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's like
Except
a yes
her
and no.
dad.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, okay, you know what? Let's just have breakfast and we'll talk about what to do. And then we'll maybe go pray and then whatever.
They probably have the best breakfast.
Oh my God.
The
So
fan-
well
So
spiced.
good.
The
Yeah.
family is gathering for breakfast, one of which is the famous mother's cinnamon rolls.
There it is.
There you go.
There it
And
is.
they're
Gotta be.
joking around. They're having a good time. And Cumin says, seriously, though, if you saw a demon, we got to round up the men of the village and find it. Like, what did it look like? As soon as that happens, a voice from outside the kitchen window says, I look a bit like this. with her mouth stuffed full of food, she goes, "Wah!" And the demon's like, don't you know how to chew your food? And he just like lets himself in.
He's just negging her.
He's
right
just
in the
negging her.
face.
The whole family is watching. She's like, huh? Like food just falling. Like I'm
Cinnamon
thinking
roll falling out of her
cartoon.
mouth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Sticky. It's
Ew.
everywhere.
The
Yeah,
man in the
a
window.
lot.
The man in the window has dark coal eyes, which are different from the yellow of last night.
Yeah.
Straight black hair, upsettingly handsome. That's what he's described as.
Love that.
Big shoulders with slender hips and large curved horns.
Yeah, I'm just picturing Adam Driver.
Me too.
Yeah, that's
Me
just who I'm
too.
like specifically just his shirtless scene from Last Jedi.
Yes.
He actually
just
is,
wide.
I think, the definition of like broad shoulders, slender hips.
Very much.
Yeah.
He is a triangle.
I've been rewatching Girls. We just got to the last season of Girls, which I didn't realize that in the timelines of things, he was shooting the last season of Girls when he was also shooting the second Star Wars
Oh,
movie.
shit.
And you can tell
So he just
because
got buff out of
he is
nowhere.
big.
Got it.
like, and when you're binging it, you can tell like he goes from normal like big guy size to like
buff.
Like he's got shoulders.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
He lets himself in and looks at her mother, who we learn is from a tribe from the West originally. So not in this, she's not from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And says, "Good morning, Bard. May I speak with your girl child?"
Great.
And he's like, "I don't want to fight." The brothers are like, "I'm going to kill you." And he's like, No. We're not going to do that because I could kill you with a snap of my fingers.
That's just the most upsetting way to refer to a person is like,
Girl
"Can I
child.
speak
May
to
I
your
speak to your girl child? They're like, "Why'd you call her a bard?" And what? He holds up cinnamon sticks. And he goes, "What is this?" And he introduces himself. He is Fallon O'Zool, Fallon. Fallon is a normal name.
I'm just trying to think.
I've heard
how
of
I like
people named
it.
Fallon before. in
But just in
books.
like the fantasy setting of it all.
Yeah.
Well, he's Fallon O'Zool from the Frost Mountains of Volsog.
That helps.
I was gonna say, does the whole
That
title
weirdly,
help?
the whole title weirdly
Yes.
helps his case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving Loki like Frost Giant
Yes.
Marvel energy.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah.
Her dad is like, how did you get past the goddess magic that like kind of goes around our town? And Fallon's like, what are you talking about? A goddess? You think that woman's a goddess? And he's like, we've got a lot to talk about.
Scandal.
Her mom is like, well, okay, sit down, I guess, and have some breakfast while you tell us what's going on.
Wild thing, because they said they were going to pray earlier,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they were like, they're all just still in shock.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess there's a demon here. He's not trying to kill us. He's holding up cinnamon. He keeps looking at my girl child. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
So just kind of like this might as well happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the family's just
Very
stunned
chill.
and they're like, okay. And
Sure.
their manners kind of come back.
Yeah.
Cinnamon's like, so about last night, like when you tried to kill me. Fallon's like, oh, your quote unquote goddess has a neat little trick where she causes my kind to go insane whenever she feels the need for it.
Oh. Okay.
He says he was snapped out of it when hit with the cinnamon stick and wants to know why.
Okay.
It's not a repellent, but it seems to negate the effects of the Lich's curse.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
We learn a Lich, Lich,
Yep.
is an undead sorcerer who specializes in necromancy.
Yep.
Maiva used to be a powerful witch and used that power to put her soul in a phylactery,
Yep.
which is a cup. Do you know what a phylactery is?
I play D&D. I know what a phylactery is.
Tell us what a phylactery is.
It's a cup.
Is it like a special cup?
How do you-
So
it's like a
basically-
goblet.
So basically, a phylactery. It can be a goblet. It's basically just an item of. Sorry,
I was about to say,
hard,
You're
I
doing great.
know.
You're doing
No,
great.
you're doing
It's
good.
basically an item of like importance to that particular lich. That like they store their soul in. Like if you're familiar with Harry Potter,
But you
It's
can't
like a
do it with
Horcrux.
any.
It's
it's like
any
Horcrux adjacent.
can any cup become a phylactery?
if it means enough to that particular person.
But the phylactery means it's just a meaningful item. It doesn't have to be a cup.
I mean, I guess it could be any sort of cup. It just is like whatever that lich would pick. But typically, as far as like narrative is concerned,
Yeah.
usually it's something that means something to that particular.
And it needs to
Lich.
hold
I
something.
was like, what a weird word, phylactery. I didn't realize this was like a real word.
No, it's a real thing. Yeah.
Oh my
Cool.
God. That's so cool. Thank God you're here. So,
D&D.
put her soul into a phylactery. The only way to kill the lich is to break the phylactery.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's rules is written in D&D.
yeah.
Cool.
This is like
Yeah.
a D&D like book.
Yeah.
So 600 years ago, Maiva pissed off some demons.
Nice.
Which is Fallon is a demon.
Right.
They tried to kill her, but she hypnotized the demon population and forced them all into Volsog. I think all the monsters are also kind of generally... No, they're not. I was going to say, I think a lot of them are known as demons. I don't think... I
They're
think
all
some are
demons.
demons, and I think some are monsters. But I
Right.
feel like demon might be kind of like a bigger...
A catch-all
a
for
catch-all.
the
Yes.
culture. Yeah.
Because we can get into it. There's a lot of different, types.
Yes.
Within
There's a lot of
D&D.
different types of devils as we've
I
played.
remember when we were in our game,
And we'd be like,
we
what-
were
what do you mean?
Because in our narrative we had devils and we had demons,
Yeah.
and we kept being to Joe, our DM, like, what is the difference? I'm picturing the same thing.
Yes. Mhm.
Like I'm having a very because in my mind, in our vernacular, they're pretty interchangeable
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the D&D vernacular, it comes down to cosmology. We don't have to get into that.
Oh, God. I mean, none of this matters to this book.
Okay,
just
okay,
so you
okay.
know.
Get back in here.
Just get back to the book.
Tell us the story.
I
Tell
was
us
like,
the story.
if you want to, but this doesn't matter to the book. So,
No, I don't have to flex out here.
so for 600 years, all the demons and monsters and whatnots have been behind the gates of Volsog because Maiva, the lich, who is known as a goddess to the people,
Right.
cursed them to do so. And now, whenever they cross the gate, the curse is that they kind of lose their mind. They go crazy and they're like, must kill.
Sure.
So that's the thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Cumin, brother, is like, how do we believe you? Fallon pulls out this amulet and is like, and it says it makes a demon incapable of hiding themselves. So once he puts the amulet that he has on a table, on the table, he is able to like retract his horns and look a lot more human-like. So when he has the amulet on, he looks like a monster. When it's off, he can pass as a person.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
He can't get near the temple though, because even with the cinnamon, he wants them. He can't get near the temple even with cinnamon. Period.
Got it.
So he wants them to go and destroy the amulet in the temple. Or I'm sorry, throw the amulet in the temple and then destroy the phylactery to prove that everyone that he's right.
Yeah.
So the plan is that he's like, well, I can't do it. Cinnamon, girl child, I think you're cool. Why don't you take this amulet? I'll go with you to the border.
Yeah.
You just toss it in there.
Do some Lord of the Rings
toss
style.
the amulet into
Yeah.
the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The phylactery, then it won't be able to hide that it's like
There.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you'll see it for what it is, and once you do, then you can destroy it.
I see.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
This is tracking.
Yes.
It's like, let me show you how bad this temple is through the amulet.
Yeah.
Although my question is, can a building wear an amulet?
I think because because he can't get
Yes.
through.
Yes.
There's a boundary, so he cannot get into the building. Therefore, there's magic around
Sure.
it. If you put the amulet in the middle, the magic will go away.
I see.
Okay.
So it's like negating the magic.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
This
All
is
right.
so much plot and
accept
information
this.
for the first like chapter.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's more like fun. I promise.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Not that this isn't fun, but it is a lot up top, and
This
I
is
understand.
classic D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So begrudgingly, Cinnamon's like, fine, I'll go do this. And he's right. And she goes, she throws the amulet that gets tossed in. She sees I'm going to call it a cup,
Great.
Yeah.
even though we know it's a phylactery.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
you just don't want to say phylactery over and over again.
I will probably, because I'll forget. As the amulet gets tossed in, black sludge and bones pour out of the cup. She tries to destroy it.
That's probably fine.
A skeleton tries to kill
chill.
her. So the bones like turn into a skeleton.
Fun.
And she has I think she has like a sword or something, or like a mallet of some sort to
big
destroy the
cinnamon
cup.
stick.
A big cinnamon stick.
Yes.
And she can't. She's almost broken the whole cup. And Fallon then is able to cross the boundary, come in, kill the skeleton,
Yeah.
and then she's able to destroy the cup.
Okay.
He whisks her out of there. The temple crumbles and just it crumbles on itself, and boom, it's gone.
Fun.
The temple collapses and he whisks her out of there, as I just said. She notices he smells really good. And
That's such a thing.
Yes, smell
such a thing.
is a big thing for me.
It's
And
very
so
important.
especially in our Omegaverse ones. I always love when it's the smell, and I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
She notices that he smells good, and then is like, well, good luck with the other three.
Ooh.
Oh.
And he goes, what?
God,
And she's like-
it's just so classic.
She goes, there's 3 temples. There's 4 temples. So it's one north, south, east, west. And he's like,
Obviously.
Obviously.
and he basically convinces her to help him. And she's like, God damn it, fine.
That's the most D&D ass
Yeah.
thing
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
we did it. Well,
There's 3 more.
then you find a map and you realize.
Yeah, just a wizard appears out of the woods. Just
Yes.
unfortunately, you broke the seal.
Yeah.
And now you must go on a quest.
Yep.
And so they take a day or two to pack all their shit.
Yeah.
So she is packing all her spices because she is a spice trader. She also packs her
Smart.
clothes. She
Passive
has
income.
Yes. And to go undercover into a city should they need it or anything like that.
Right. Sure.
They
But
pack up-
passive income though.
I mean, respect.
Yeah.
I guess
Game-
active income because she's
Active. She's
selling
got to
it,
sell
but-
it.
Game sees game, hustle
Yeah,
sees
yeah,
hustle.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
And she has 2 horses. She has a cart, and so they're basically packing up all this stuff.
Gotcha.
Bree comes over. She tells Bree the whole story. Bree's like, "Well, this is crazy. Good luck, man." And Bree,
Respect to Brie.
yeah,
Yep.
she and Fallon's like, "Cool, I'll meet you at the city gate, and we'll start." And so Cinnamon says goodbye to all her. Oh, she also has a bow and arrow, and her dad was like. Growing up, her dad was like, well, we all need to learn how to fight because there's fucking monsters in this area.
Fair.
So she learned
Yeah.
bow and arrow, just so you know.
Dad continues to just be on top of it.
Yeah.
Dad is great. Dad
Yeah.
is great. Bree walks her to the main gate and meet Fallon, and Harper and Tyler, the brothers. Harper is the guy that tried to rob her.
Got it.
Tyler is the older brother. I think they're called the Huckabees or the
No, you can't be Huckabees.
No. No.
You
Thank
say
you.
I've tried.
I think
Maccabees?
I would rather do
Macklemore.
Maccabee than Huckabee.
It's
All right.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis who
Yeah,
show up.
let's call them the
That makes sense.
Macklemores. Let's call them
Let's do that.
Macklemores.
Let's
So
do that.
Harper and Tyler Macklemore confront them. Sin tries to fight them off
happy.
because Harper is like, she hit me, and Tyler's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and she's like, you wouldn't be doing this if my brother's around. You're cornering a woman. She stands up for herself. They
Yeah.
get into a physical fight. Tyler slaps her
Whoa.
and has her pinned against the cart. And all of a sudden, Fallon's like, is this your friend? To Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Who is called Sin a lot, like Cin.
Cute.
So that's going to be interchangeable.
Yeah.
And Fallon's like, she goes, fuck no. And he's like, got it. He pulls her off, immediately just breaks his arm, like pulls it out of socket. Not pulls it off, but pulls it out of socket and like breaks it another place. So the bone is just like, and blood is pouring out.
Jeez.
And almost kills him.
Maybe a little too.
Before Sin stops him. And he's like, he tried to hurt you. Shouldn't I kill him? And she's like, that doesn't always mean we kill people. Like they don't, I mean, they're assholes, but they don't deserve to die.
What a fun, quirky misunderstanding.
I know.
Yeah.
And
bring us together.
So he's like, I promise you I will not kill any more humans while we are together. And she's like, thank you. Sounds great.
I will just horribly maim them.
Yeah.
Just like Batman.
And this is all from her point of view. Yes, this is all from her point of view. And she's like, yeah, he deserves to get his arm broken, but like, he doesn't need to die.
Yeah.
Too many people die all the time from being heroes. Like, why not? So it's a 5-day trip to the next temple. And Sin is stressed out because they have to travel through the bayou where her sister disappeared / got killed 4 years ago.
Oh, shit.
We kind of learn more about that in a bit.
What was her sister's name?
Cherry. I know. But they're all C's.
I want a consistent naming convention, goddammit.
And it should have been
Chili,
spices.
cumin, cinnamon, cherry. Which I think
Coriander was right
Coriander.
Coriander was right there.
right there.
Corey for sure.
Cayenne.
Cayenne.
Like Cheyenne.
I know.
Emily.
No, I understand.
KK for short.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cody.
I agree with you, but the way you Cayenne. I didn't fucking write it. Call
Write
it
a
Kimberly.
letter.
Wait, you guys don't write these stories that
No.
you read?
Shit.
Wow.
Sorry.
So they eat crayfish, and they kind of flirt.
Okay.
It's like there's a whole thing. She's big on food, and she is catching. She's like, "Oh my god, they have crayfish here," and he's like, "Why are you feeding me like water spiders?" And she's like, "No, you're gonna love this." With all her spices, she makes like a crawfish boil.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
he's
great.
like,
Yeah, she
he's like,
does.
this is
Fuck
incredible. She has like all these skirts. She pulls up her outer skirt. In the inner one, she has like a full like baguette in a pocket. She has like a bottle of wine.
This
She's
is
like,
so whimsical.
Yeah, it is.
she goes, I always have snacks in my pockets. And
Yeah.
he's like, wow.
Sure.
And they flirt
This
a lot.
is a D&D campaign that just became a story.
Honestly, that's what I've been thinking. Yeah.
And he teases her about being scared in the swamp. And he's like,
Then an ominous banjo starts playing.
he's like, well, I don't think anything would. I'm the scariest thing in the swamp, except for probably the Hollow Man. She goes, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, did you never hear about the Hollow Man? And he basically tells her a scary story.
Oh my God.
And then she's like, are you fucking kidding me? And she starts freaking out, and then he starts laughing. And she's like, you're such an asshole.
That's fun.
This happens like 4 more times.
I love that.
And
he loves bits.
Yes.
And every time she ends up pulling her like sleeping bag next to him, and she's like, "You're gonna get eaten first, not me." And he's like, and it's
That's
like
cute.
really cute.
Very
And
cute.
and it is a Toll Small. She is. I didn't write down what she looks like, but she is dark skinned, has big curly hair, like kinky hair.
Sure.
Is shorter. She had just dyed her hair pink,
Fun.
and is like a little bustier.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's like her general.
So she's short and he's
yeah,
tall.
Toll Small.
Tall, small.
One night,
How old is she?
I would say early 20s.
Okay.
Yeah. One night she hears Cherry's voice, her sister that I'm going to say like got killed 4 years ago, and
Terrifying.
and goes to it. And she goes into the swamp water. She sees her sister there. She's like, I'm scared. She goes, oh my God, you're here. Because we never found a body. We don't know.
Yeah.
We find out it's a water dog trying to lure her in and kill her.
Ooh.
You gotta be worried about them
Yeah.
water dogs.
Fallon is on the shore being like, get your ass back here now. She's like, it's my sister. And then it's like this whole fight ensues.
Oh, no.
And Fallon kills the water dog.
Great.
And like,
Does it explain what the water dog is?
I mean, it's something, there's this kind of creature is in a lot of different like actual mythology and lore.
Oh, really?
So it's that thing. It's like a shapeshifter that tries to lure you into the water to kill you and eat you.
Sure, yeah.
It's found in just like a bunch of different, like, it's kind of like a siren, kind of like a, there's one in Celtic mythology that I can't, Kelpie?
Oh.
Selkie?
yeah, yeah.
Selkie?
Selkie sounds right.
Selkie is the horse.
In Harry Potter, it's a Kelpie
Yeah, it's something
Yeah,
like
like a
that.
Kelpie.
If that
where it
helps
like
you.
lures you in and yeah.
Yeah. It's there's so much happening in this that they just kind of are like, yeah, it's a water dog. Like there's it's the you just have to accept and move on.
I honestly, again, very D&D
Yes.
coded of
Yeah.
like, that's the thing we're fighting.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he basically picks her up and helps her get back and starts to like help clean her up. He's like unbraiding her braids and like picking out the swamp grossness of it while she cries. And he holds her as she sobs.
Aww.
And then they talk about, I mean, we learn more about her sister, about how they went into the bayou. They all used to be a lot more like daring.
Yeah.
And then her sister got lured into the bayou one day and never came out. And for 4 years, she's been like, I want to stay at home. I don't want to do this. People die this way. So we learn a lot about that. Fallon's like, let's go get clean. And they go into like clean river of the bayou because there's a swamp river and a clean river.
Right. Obviously. Yep.
Yeah. And they bathe together.
Potable, not potable water.
Yes. And they bathe together in the water and they have this moment and she whispers, there's one more bayou delicacy you haven't tried.
Oh,
They're both naked. She is like, I'm not worried about being naked in front of a guy.
Yeah.
And because I've done it before. And he clearly doesn't care about it either, but oh my God, he's so hot. Like this is her internal monologue.
Okay.
And at one point, like when he's naked coming into the water, she sees all of them and she's like, oh my God. And he's like, like she says that. And he's like, wow, you're really flattering me. And she's like, well, okay.
Cute.
And so she goes, there's one more bayou delicacy you haven't tried. And at this moment I was like, oh, it's going to be her pussy, right? And then
has to be, surely.
she turns around and stabs an alligator
oh my God.
that
Okay.
had been
Tease.
tried.
Yeah.
What a
Right.
tease.
And that was sneaking up on them. And she drags it to the shore and he is just like gawking at her.
Yeah. He's in awe. Yeah.
And so I'm assuming she drags it to like probably like waist deep or something. And she's like, can you fucking help me? Like she like looks back and she's like, hey. And he's like, hey, yeah. And
I love that they're trying to like out-cool each other.
a little bit. Yeah.
and then he walks and helps her drag it out and she sees him naked and it again is like hubba hubba. And he goes, was the man who hit you earlier whose arm I broke your lover? And she's like, no. I don't have one. And he goes, okay, cool. I think when this is over, I will take you as my wife. And she's like, what? The next day.
I kind of love that.
That's it.
I don't
She's
know.
like, okay. And then we go, so the next day we're driving and she's like, and it's just been weird ever since because he didn't say anymore.
No.
And I was too shocked to ask.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So she just cooked a gator
yep.
in silence.
It was a lot happened
Sure.
that night. A lot happened that night.
So I almost died.
So-
Saw this man,
That's also
massive hog.
That's a lot of meat for two people.
a lot of meat for two people.
Well, he's a demon.
Oh.
He eats like 3 times whatever.
Thank you for reminding me.
Right. So his jaw unhinges like a snake.
Exactly. So the next day he's all happy and she's like, what is up with you? And we're not getting married. And he's like, of course not. I need to, put my mark on you for that and transfer some of my magic into you. But then that would trigger the honeymoon phase and then we would just be like fucking senselessly. So we can't do that right now.
Okay.
Cool.
So yes.
Things to come.
Just
Things
a
to
little
come.
shade of the Omegaverse. Really
Yes.
its head into
Very
this.
much.
Just then bandits come out. So they're kind of they're out
Random
of,
encounter, baby.
they're out of the bayou. They see the city in the distance where the next temple is. So they have like that stretch of road. It's right there. They're out of the fire swamp.
It's
if
about
you
30,
will.
30 feet, 30 to 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 5x5 squares.
5 by squares.
And bandits come out. Fallon's like, oh, I'll take care of that. Or at first he's like, you told me not to kill anyone. She's like, no, these are bandits and probably like rapists. Like, go ahead and kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
He takes care of 3 immediately. And
Just like
Sin,
subtlety.
yeah, Sin has her bow and arrow. She shoots one with her bow and arrow. Fallon comes back ashamed again because he had promised he wouldn't kill them. And he's like, oh no, kill all the rapists. And then she's like, well, that has to earn me like some points with you in goodwill. And probably as many points as I get, I could probably, marry you one day or something. And she goes, sure. And so they decide that if he gets 1,000 points by the end of their quest, she'll agree to marry him.
That's so D&D.
And he's like,
What a nerd.
What
and
a
he-
fucking nerd.
it's so fun.
We can call it EXP.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And they're sitting back on the cart. They're about to go. He pulls her over to him. It kind of sits her on his lap. And he's like, so when you do agree finally, here's what I'll do. And he starts to narrate all the things he wants to do to her. And it's incredibly filthy.
Oh, of course.
And it's incredibly hot.
Yeah.
And as he's doing this, he kind of fingers her. Like
Kind
it's-
of.
Well,
Kind
it's like
of.
it's so slow and it gets
Yeah.
to it and
Sure.
it kind of teases.
Okay,
Sure.
got it.
But
And then the airplane takes
and then
off.
the airplane does not take off, sadly.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry, the airplane got delayed at LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And she's
For
loving
now.
it. She's loving it. But before the airplane fully takes off, she stops him because she's like, no, because internally she's like, he's a demon.
And we're on a quest.
We're on a quest, and this is a demon.
This is a demon.
And up until now, she's like, well, demons are monsters. Monsters
Yeah.
want to kill you. I'm having a hard time, like, reconciling the two.
And yesterday, I certainly wasn't thinking about what that demon dick do.
And she's been thinking about this the whole time.
Yeah.
And she's loving it. She stops him. He does. He's very like safe and
respectful.
respectful.
Great.
She gets up and just kind of like walks to the river and she's like, okay, and dunks her whole head in
Nice.
it. And he goes, are you okay? She's like, let's just say 100 points. All right. Let's just say 100
We've
points.
all been there.
And she's like, I just need a minute. And she like literally like cools off and she's like, all right, back to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
the medieval equivalent of a cold shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they arrive
There
in
it is.
Wandermere, which is the next city.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And
I
sure.
approve of the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And once they get in there, the guards are like, oh, your demon needs a collar. And she goes, what? Because at first he was like, you need to like change back into a human. He's like, totally. And they realize that demons are there, but they're kept as pets. And Fallon is pissed.
Yeah.
But she convinces him to wear the collar.
Uh-oh.
And as she's doing this fight, they had gone into an inn.
Yeah.
And the innkeeper named Usha, Usha,
Great.
was like, oh my God, stay here. Like, I'll get you stuff. Like, you just need a collar for your demon, whatever. She,
Yeah.
as they're talking about like their whole plan, she's like, well, we need to like go in and like kill everyone at this temple. And then like, but we need to do this with you having a collar so we don't get stopped. And like, they go through the whole plan.
Yeah.
And then they open the door and Usha is there like with the tray of food. And they're like, how much of that did you hear? And she's like, all of it. And they're like, oh my God. And then they bring her in.
Yeah.
She learns more.
Usha's a campaign favorite for sure.
She thought demons were like animals and not people, and so she wants to help. And she learns about this, and she turns to Fallon. She goes, "I'm so sorry. Like I truly thought because of the curse, all these demons seem like animals. They don't talk. They can't." She's like, "Your demon can speak. Like they have." She thinks of them as mindless.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "Let me help. Like I've clearly done something wrong by perpetrating this."
Whoa.
Love that.
That's great.
Good for
And
you,
so
Usha.
they come up with a plan. This
love
temple is connected to a mage's space.
Uh-huh.
And so they're going to buy a replica
not?
of the phylactery. Usha and Fallon will create a distraction, like out by the mage's space.
I'm sorry, hold on. Did you say they're buying a copy of the phylactery?
Yeah.
So there's a souvenir shop.
Yeah. In the why y'all upset
Just
about
like
this?
there being a souvenir shop in general
Yeah.
is such, again,
I love it.
Such a D&D.
I love it so much.
Like, is there a souvenir
Yeah,
shop
is there a
around? And then you
souvenir
roll a
shop?
20
Yeah.
and the poor
Yeah.
GM has to be like, fuck,
And
yeah,
then that
sure.
same wizard from earlier pops out. He's just like, hello, welcome to my
Did you want
souvenir
one?
shop.
Yeah.
And while they create a distraction, Sin is going to run in, grab the other one, replace it, leave the temple, destroy it. Everyone goes on their merry way.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
On
I have
her-
no notes about this plan.
Good. On her way there, I just got a text from a boy that I'm seeing. It wasn't dirty, sadly.
She's all excited
He was asking about my neck.
Oh.
I woke up with a kink in my neck, not in a sexy way.
She
Anyways,
gives good neck. It's fine.
She
Go
gives
on.
good neck.
I give such good neck. Anyways, cut that out.
Don't cut a fucking word, Ben.
Yeah, don't do it.
On her way there, she passes a shop where she sees a guy whipping another guy. And it turns out
I don't like this town.
it turns
This is the BDSM town. Yeah.
This is I mean it's just a city.
Yeah, I know, but there's
Yeah,
collars.
she's from like a village. This is like a
Right.
city.
collars, whips.
Yeah, there's a lot of
etc.
BDSM in Chicago.
And
as
it's
well.
not
Very
like
much.
consensual BDSM. And so the guy he's whipping turns out to be a werewolf.
Okay.
nice.
This is when I was like, oh God, did I read a werewolf fic?
of Wrigleyville.
Yes.
Nice.
That's what this town is called.
Always trying to bring it back.
Always shilling.
Always shilling.
Always shilling, selling my soul piece by piece.
And he's trying to get this werewolf to change into its wolf form so he can kill it and get the pelt.
Oh, fuck you, guy.
But he won't shift.
This dude
So
sucks.
she's like, she's like, don't do this. Let me buy him because then he is strong and he can work on my farm and I need strength. And he's like, you know what? Fine. Like I'm having issues like making him shift anyways. I'll throw in a lamia for free. Do you know what a lamia is?
I've heard this term before, but I can't remember what it is.
It is a half person, half snake.
Yes.
She is. So think of a centaur, but instead of the horse part, it's a snake part. And it's like huge. It's big.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously her whole idea was like, oh, I'll bop him on the nose with some cinnamon. I'll take his collar off and then I'll let him out. So this lamia gets found and she is scared of snakes. And she's like, oh my God. They go around to like an alleyway. She boops the werewolf with cinnamon.
Sure.
And the curse fades from his eyes.
Nice.
She does the same to the lamia, who at first she boops him, curse fades away. He immediately grabs her in his tail and is like about to kill her. And the werewolf's like, no, dude, she's trying to save you.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, oh my God. And he hugs her.
Oh.
And it's like a really lovely moment.
Cute.
And
This is the start of the revolution.
Exactly. They're super grateful. And they tell her that they'll help her in her quest to destroy the cups. We learn the werewolf's name is Felix, and the lamia is Ambrose.
Fine.
This is truly just now it's becoming a Final Fantasy campaign.
It is.
Like
there are
picking up party
so
members,
many party members. Yeah.
And a werewolf, half snake lady.
And before here's a quote before we learn the lamia's name. She boops him, lets him the collar off, and goes, "Are you going to be all right on your own, or would you like to come along? You don't have to fight if you don't want to." And he goes, We Lamia have haunted the dreams of men since the time of the ancient. The grandchildren of those who hurt me will weep at the sound of my name after I throw them in the pyre of my hatred and dance in the rain of their ashes.
Incredible.
And then she goes, well, you guys are fun. Does the ancient terror have a name, or should I just call you Dance in Ashes? And he's like, Ambrose. And she's like, so that's a yes? And he's like, yes.
I don't know. Kind of like Dance in Ashes.
It's
Dance in Ashes.
Yeah.
But I was like, this like, it's just so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun to read.
It's silly. It's a silly time.
It is a silly time. Again, it's just giving such strong, like, the
Campaign.
DM wrote, like, I will bathe in the ashes
She's
of
like,
your ancestors.
So should I call you Dance with Ashes? Or?
Yeah.
The jokester at the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
So they go, she switches the cups, and a massive smoke orc comes out of this cup and starts to try to kill her.
Cool.
Oh, not a spark.
All the mages, which were being distracted, have now come back and are trying to kill her companions. But she finally breaks the cup. Fallon is super pissed that she's gotten hurt, clearly, and turns into his demon form. So what he was walking in is like his normal form.
Sure.
His demon form is a dragon. And he
All
turns
right.
into this huge dragon.
Cool.
And starts to just destroy the city.
Yeah.
And Felix,
Oh, yeah.
the werewolf, is super chill. It's Felix, Usha, Ambrose, and her are like cowering behind this cart. He's like, cool. And she's like, how are you so chill? And he's like, well, I'm with the dragon's mate. We're safe. And she's like, oh God, I'm not a mate. No one's a mate.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
And he's like, why don't we go steal a boat? Because, you're going to be wanted now. Actually, we all are. And you go try and calm him down. She's like, sounds good. And so she's like, hey, Fallon, hey, let's stop murdering everyone and killing everyone. And I know you're trying to like let the demons out, but like, let's just like chill. And he scoops her up and flies her to like a townhome, but like a mansion townhome thing.
Yeah.
Which has clearly been abandoned immediately because of this dragon running around. And
Mansion townhome, just a bunch of mansions
Yes.
connected to each other.
And he runs, he scoops her to the balcony and is like, I am exhausted. I can't maintain that form for super long. And she is covered in like gore and muck and blood.
Ew.
And he runs her a bath in this like gorgeous place. And is like, clean up.
I do too, but like, oh my God, we're taking a break from the campaign.
I had this thought too. I was like
hang
in
out.
the middle of this, and she's exhausted too. It's this bathtub.
episode.
It's a
Yeah.
bathtub that's big enough for like 5 people. So they both get in it, and he's like kind of dead on his feet. She helps wash him,
Cute.
like he did for her in the bayou. And so she jokes, they're kind of bantering while they're doing this. She jokes about not liking him. And he's like, then why are you here? And why are you helping me? And why are you washing me? And why are you still touching me?
Valid points.
And
really valid.
And she says he would find, he's like, well, you would, if I abandon you, you know where I live. You'd find my family. And probably kill them. And he's like, do you really think that I would do that? And he pushes her and he's like, tell me what you actually think. Like, tell me how you feel. I've been very clear about my intentions for you. Like, you kind of haven't. I need you to tell me this. And she's afraid that after the last cup is broken, he will think that she's boring because she wants a simple life. Which I read this and I was like, I was like, oh, this is sad, and I
don't know,
feel
man.
it.
What happened to that self-esteem?
I
she
know.
had?
She
What
was such a badass before.
What happened to Gator Killer?
Well, I mean, you could be both things. She hasn't been with anyone. She's
I
scared
guess.
of going out. Her
Sure.
sister died unexpectedly. Like, it's all this stuff.
Sure,
She's like,
yeah.
I never wanted to do this.
Lot
I'm
of
doing it because it's
trauma.
right, not because I want to.
Okay.
And growing up in a city where everyone wants to be a hero, I could understand why. And her last boyfriend actually thought she was boring. I forgot to say that.
Oh,
My bad.
fucking A.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a last boyfriend to really fuck up your next one.
Boy, oh boy, do I know that.
Just,
And
yeah.
so he thinks she's worried he'll think that she's boring. He's like, babe, no way. He's like, I have to fix this. Someone said that the woman I'm clearly in love with is boring, and this isn't true, and I have to show you that this isn't true.
Oh my god, is he gonna leave in the middle of the night to kill that guy?
Which I call number one.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it is.
this was hot.
I was gonna ask if he fingered her again.
Now,
Oh.
well, she gets tied to the bed.
Okay.
Consensually. Everything's
Great.
consensual.
Thank you.
Eaten out. And then he's like, I'm not going to fuck you right now because we're too tired. This is too much for you. But I'm just going to. He like frauded her between the thighs.
Like, oh,
Like fraudage? Is that
Fraudage?
a correct term right
that
now?
is a
We're
word.
talking about salmoning. What's happening? What are we talking about?
like
rather
fucking-
than going fucking
fucking
her
her
thighs.
thighs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not in her, but adjacent.
sure.
Yeah.
Not we're not taking
Sure.
off.
We're not taking off.
We're just going down the
We're
runway.
taxiing
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
taxiing.
Yes, we're taxiing.
He taxied her.
Yeah.
Got it.
You should have
So-
just said he was taxiing her.
We would've
I
understood
feel
that
like
right
a
away.
fool. I feel like an absolute fool. Which I was like, that was. I mean, it was all for her. Like
Yeah.
she
I mean-
came multiple times. It was this like It was a lovely scene to read, and it was
Okay.
hot. But I was like, wow, that was interesting.
But also, he would get something out of the fraudage.
Yeah.
I mean, he ended up coming.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like all for her pleasure mostly.
Got it.
Yes.
God, just
So-
came on her thighs.
Well,
and
he
just-
cleaned her up.
No, I'm sure. I just.
I mean, I think it's
know.
more like came from between her thighs.
Yeah, I just also don't. I don't know. He was just like, "Hey, I want you to know that you're not boring," and then he just like tied her to a bed. and
It was
just,
a like as he was doing this, he was like saying stuff to
Sure.
her, and like she was saying,
Alright.
yeah,
There's a
it
lot
was
of
like
context missing.
it
here
was
for
yeah,
me.
which
Yes,
I was
I
going
understand.
to because there's a lot more.
Sure,
we
sure.
have to go over something. So they fall asleep. The next morning, Felix is like, "Hey, you never came to the boat, so we came to find you, and you're naked, and
Nice.
also he's
Yeah.
out killing someone else, and blah, blah blah." And they're like, "Okay." So they go to the boats, and all the demons that have been freed have joined them. So there's like 100 demons on this
Oh, they
boat.
have an
Fun.
army now.
Yeah.
And Usha, who's the only one with sailing experience, is like, well, I guess I'm the captain now.
I love this.
Which I loved. And they all the guys, she's like kind of a hard ass. She's like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. And Ambrose, the Lamia, like basically kind of claims her, but not in a way that's like, you're mine. It's like everyone's paying attention to her, and he's like, he punches someone, and she's like, nah. She's like, this is kind of fun, and they like flirt, and so they're like kind of paired up, but it's like not real. It's like a very,
It's not a main part, but it's like a little
Yeah.
side
it's
plot.
a very
Side
cute
story.
side plot where she's like, I don't know, he seems into me, and he's like, she is the best of all women, and you're like,
Cute.
damn,
I love that.
So I love it too.
Nice.
They all, and there's only one other woman on board. Everyone else is a man.
Okay.
Felix is like, you're my new best friend, Cinnamon, so let's get drunk. And he, Usha, Cinnamon, and the other girl, who doesn't matter, all
Felix
get drunk.
is giving me himbo energy.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. But he's not dumb.
Yeah.
He's just like, you're my new best friend. And they all get drunk, and they urge Cinnamon to tell Fallon how she really feels.
Cute.
Because she's like, and I just think I love him, but like he's a demon, right? It's not gonna work out. And they're like, no, it's gonna work out. He's obsessed with you. She goes
Good friends.
she goes
Good
down
friends.
into the the galley where they're staying, and he's like he's like, hey, how are you? And she's like, I'm good. see you later, and just like walks back out.
Love it.
And then she
Nice.
blacks out. The next morning she wakes up in bed surrounded by cheese and Fallon. And she
Yeah.
goes, what happened? And she goes, you started calling yourself the cheese queen, and then you demanded all the demons bring you cheese, and then they did because they love you.
Yep.
And then you fell asleep just
Yep.
surrounded by cheese. And she was like, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Which I was like, that's
Somebody
so
rolled a 20
stupid.
It's stupid as
charisma.
hell,
And
yeah.
then, yeah.
And he takes care of her using his dragon magic. He like touches her head. Headache immediately goes away. She's like, oh my
If
God.
only.
And she tells him, she's like, I love that you take care of me, and I think I love you. And he's like, don't play. Don't even play.
Don't
Don't even play. And she's like, no, I'm serious. And they make out hard. And he's like, can I mark you? And she goes, yes. And she consents to being marked. He bites her. She immediately gets some of his power.
Cool.
And then immediately becomes horny.
Yep.
Right.
But at that time, the people upstairs are like, hey, there's a cargo ship. We're going to attack them for supplies. And they're like, okay, sounds good. And Fallon's like, well, I have to go help them. And she's like, are you serious? Like, I'm super horny right now. And he's like, now you know how I've been feeling for like the last month of our things. And she's like, I'm going to kill you. So they go up there. All the demons have this, like all the people are sitting there like very docile, like with the hands tied behind their back. They're like, why was this so easy? This is weird. And somebody comes out. They realize it's a trap.
Yeah.
And this ship is full of Maiva's followers,
Yep.
one of which is a demon who turns out to be a silver dragon with one of the cups tied into his like mane.
Oh.
Yes.
Sure.
Which I was like, I can't.
Why?
Because they were like, oh, this way. I don't know.
This way it's
Like-
a mobile
Yes.
Mobile
Horcrux.
Mobile
Yeah.
Horcrux, so like it's harder to get. And like who
Okay.
wants to like jump onto a dragon to get a cup?
Uh-huh.
Cinnamon.
No one.
Got it. Sure. I'm on board.
She's controlling the other dragon, blah, blah, blah. There's a huge fight scene. And Fallon turns into his dragon versus dragon. She her horses can now fly. That's a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
There is so much going on.
The way I'm telling the story
so
is
much.
so bad. I'm so sorry.
You're doing fine.
You're doing
I'm just
great.
observing that there is so much
She
going
gets on her.
There's a
Oh, one of
lot.
the mages from the last fight like sent a spell. The horse got in the way, and now the horse can fly. It's
Great.
So she gets on the flying horse, gets onto the silver dragon, gets the cup, breaks the cup.
Yeah.
And then the silver dragon's like, thank you, starts to pass out because, again, you can't maintain this form for so long. And they don't know how long he's been
probably being
maintaining it.
controlled, yeah.
Yes. So she is on the silver dragon. They start to fall from the sky. They have flown away from the boats.
Yeah.
And Fallon is following.
Yep.
They all land basically on a deserted island.
Fun.
Nice.
And she doesn't get hurt. Like she kind of falls on top of the dragon. The dragon takes the brunt of it.
Yeah.
And she wakes up the next morning, and the two dragons are still asleep. She's like, guess I'll go find water or something. I don't know. And she kind of like she makes like a little
Yeah.
hut. She's like, we'll figure this out when everyone's awake. We all need to be in fighting shape. She falls asleep. She wakes up again. Fallon is carrying her.
Okay.
And she's like, oh my God, what's happening? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm just taking you to a waterfall. And she's like, why? And she's like, because I think this will be loud enough so we can fuck. And so the other dragon won't like hear.
Oh, fun.
And she's like, what?
Good.
And
Considerate. Very considerate.
I call it number 2. The waterfall will be loud enough. And they have like crazy animalistic sex.
Great.
Nice.
It's all over. It's like in the water. It's on top of the water. And
Yeah.
this, beep, boop, bop. It's from behind.
On a
it's great.
boulder.
Yes. On a boulder. In a boulder.
Little Mermaid style.
Yes.
You know, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We all know.
And they're like, wow, that was
It's just
great.
Ariel just fully up.
She- Adam she
Driver
aerials-
looking dude.
He
But-
aerials her. He aerials her.
Yeah.
As they're walking
Great.
back, they like start bantering again. She gets down to give him a blowjob, and Usha is like, "Hey, we found nope." And like, through
Wait,
the trees-
Usha's here still?
They found the
Usha,
crew.
no.
The crew found
Beloved
them.
NPC Usha returns.
The crew found them. She's like, "I found them. Never mind." And Fallon's like, "Good, we can continue." She's like, "No, the group is here."
We have a thing to do.
And so they're like, okay, let's spend a week here to recoup because it'll take about 2 weeks to get to the last
The
cup,
last one,
which
yeah.
is up by the Volsog Gate all the way north, and it's really cold up there.
Yeah, thank God they didn't have to go to that other fourth place.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Convenient.
Very
the
convenient.
silver dragon has woken up and is like, hey, I heard your plan. You got to act now. You can't.
And the
take a
silver
while.
dragon is also like a demon that had transformed.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's not a dragon anymore.
Correct. It's a
demon?
person now. It's
Got
a
it.
person.
Cool.
And so he's like, she's going to gather as many of the cursed demons as she can to attack you all. So you have to go like now before she can amass more people.
Mm-hmm.
And the last cup is in the north. It's a 2-week journey, but the silver dragon's like, well, he's like ancient. He can maintain his form for a lot longer,
Cool.
but it still takes a lot out of him. So he goes, well,
Not
why
the case
don't
with older men typically, but
I know. It's crazy. Age is like, it's insane. And so it's like a 2-week journey, but I keep calling him Silver. I think his name was like Isaac actually, but I didn't write it down.
Silver's fun.
Yeah, but
Silver's
Silver's
better.
like, how about I transform and I just pull the boat and then it'll only be like 3 days.
Oh, great.
And everyone's like, sounds good.
Thanks, bruh.
what the fuck?
Everyone's like,
How fast is this guy going?
sounds good. The next chapter is like, this is the worst decision of our lives. Everyone is seasick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fallon's the only one that's
Yeah.
like, you okay? She's like, don't fucking touch me. It's just 3 days of full seasickness.
Jimmy Buffett's playing in the background.
They get there. They go. Another one of Fallon's powers is that he has like shadows and smoke.
Cool.
And so he
Yeah.
puts the boat in like shadows so no one can see anyone except Cinnamon because now she has some of his power. And so he's like, you're not going to be able to wield it because it took me like years, but you could probably like see it and understand it. And blah, blah. She's
Cool.
like, cool, great.
Foreshadowing.
Maybe a little.
They get there, huge battle. And when they get there, Priscilla and her.
Oh my god.
This bitch is here.
Does she have a pink sword?
Oh
Yes,
my
she does.
God, Priscilla.
Not only Priscilla, her ex-boyfriend.
Shut
Oh,
is
that
one
said
of-
she was boring.
Yes, are there. And they're like, oh my God, you're surrounded by demons. Come over here. She's like, no, you don't understand. Maiva's not a goddess. She's a witch. She's a lich. Pardon me.
a lich witch.
A lich witch.
Witch.
And they're trying to tell them this. And they're like, no, you're troubled. Like clearly this isn't
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
And Fallon, he's like, why don't you come back to me, baby? And Fallon's like, baby.
Baby.
The fuck?
Ew.
And
Ew.
Cinnamon's like,
Fuck this
no,
guy.
don't worry, it's fine. And she's like, what do you mean it's fine? Like, you're my girlfriend. He's like, ex-girlfriend. And Fallon's like, I will kill him. And she's like, no.
Correct response.
Yeah.
Get him.
And so this starts, basically a battle happens. Cinnamon and Usha, because they're the only the only people that can get into the temple, because again, demons can't get in.
Right.
Run up, and Maiva is there. And
The witch lich.
the witch lich.
BBEG.
Yes, and somehow Cinnamon's able to like get some of the power, make them invisible. She gets to the cup, she destroys the cup. Fallon therefore can come in and immediately kills Maiva. Maiva sucks,
Maiva does suck.
and
She's a lich.
She's a
and
lich,
then he turns into dragon and tries to kill the heroes. And Cinnamon's like, no killing the heroes, like the people.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
clearly that Priscilla's like,
Priscilla.
I think Cinnamon's right. I think like Maiva's bad. And
Thanks, Priscilla.
The ex-boyfriend's like, I don't think so. And Fallon's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. The Lich Witch is here.
The witch
Yes.
is
Do we
here.
know the ex-boyfriend's name? Did you write it down?
He's not important enough, so I didn't.
I want it to be like Brian or something.
It's something like
Yeah.
Evan or Peter.
Trad.
I swear to God.
Wait, not trad.
Trad. Trad.
That's a
And
good
so Fallon kills Maiva.
Nice.
Tries to kill the hero. She's like, no. And then she's like, I'm exhausted. Sleeps.
Yeah,
She wakes up on the deserted island.
Homegirl's sleeping a lot.
she is.
Well, when you use all this power,
Sure.
yeah,
you get sleepy.
You're
get
right.
sleepy.
I don't have any power to access.
yeah,
so
if you could.
I'm
Wait,
awake
she-
all the time.
She wakes up on the island that they
They
dragon
Yes.
shipped 3 days away from.
Yep.
Oh,
like
she
2
wakes
weeks
up-
later.
Like a couple days later.
Okay.
And
Oh.
she's like, what happened? He's like, well, you had said how lovely it was to be here. And so I figured we needed a break after all that fighting.
Yeah.
So we could come here. And she looks around and his magic has built this like beautiful house.
oh wow.
And he's like, we could live here. And
Oh
she's
my
like,
God.
I have to go back home.
Wait,
like
they
you-
could live in a little cottage by an aqueduct.
on an aqueduct. Well, there's no aqueduct.
It all comes full fucking circle, man.
And he's like, I want to protect you. I need to protect you. She's like, why don't you just like, you know how Maiva had that shield around her temple? He's like, yeah. He goes, why don't you just make me like a shield so no one can like hurt me? And he's like,
Oh.
I didn't think of that. And she's like, sounds good. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to take me a while. So maybe like 2 weeks. She goes, 2 weeks sounds like a great vacation.
Yeah.
And they are like, okay, sounds good. Maiva had, Maiva's dead. We're all good. They bang, which leads to number 3, George of the Jungle style. Because I imagine...
Vines.
Well, not vines. Have you know the movie George of the Jungle?
Of course.
Yeah,
You know
of
this
course.
like gorgeous tree house that they live in.
Yeah.
I pictured it like that, and they're just banging all over the tree house.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. Yeah.
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like there was like a vine.
Yeah.
I
Vine
immediately
sex
thought
Vine sex.
vine swinging.
Honestly,
sex.
your core has
Yeah.
to be incredible for that.
I mean, that's why
Well, he's
he
a
looks
demon.
that
He's
way.
a dragon. Yeah.
He is a demon and a dragon, so I
Yeah.
bet he has a good core.
He's got like good upper body, but his lower body is
it's a little skinny,
his core's making up for it.
a little
though.
Yeah.
stick like, you know.
Epilogue.
Oh shit.
They
Epilogue.
like come back home. She's like,
Nice.
Mom, Dad, I'm home. Also, I married Fallon and we killed the goddess. And they're like, what?
I bet the dad was really chill about it though, because he seems cool.
Well, they're just like
He was
they're
like, I guess we got to find a new church, kiddo.
they go, wait, what? And she goes, yeah. And that's how it ends.
Wow.
And I was like, I kind of love that.
I do too. I can
Them just being like, what? And they're
That's-
like, yeah,
You
we're
could-
married.
Yeah.
great.
And
Honestly, what a romp.
The time I got drunk and saved a demon.
Damn.
I forgot the title.
Mm-hmm.
The time I got drunk and saved it.
That's pretty. Wait, random question. Is it all in first person?
Yes.
It's all in
Damn.
first person.
Okay.
So I guess my question is, what would your phylactery be?
Wow.
Or I didn't write one, so I'm kind of coming.
If it was a
right now.
phylactery, though, can we assume that it doesn't have to be a cup? Because I can't think of a cup.
Yes.
That's
I've
super
already
important to me.
established the rules. As far as I
Okay.
understand them,
I'm
is
so
that it is
sorry.
an
So
you
item
are
of importance.
Dungeon Master Cody Lee Walker. Or
Mine is a DVD copy of Batman Forever.
are you?
Oh, fuck
fucking
yeah.
kidding me?
Oh my god. Why? Okay, why?
It meant a lot to me as a kid. I watched that film a lot. I think a lot of lines from that movie are seared into my brain.
Wow.
Mainly
What a-
because I just loved Jim Carrey a lot when I was younger. But
He
it
was
just,
great.
On loop in my head at any given time could just be like the scene where they've knocked out Bruce Wayne and like Two-Face is about to like kill Bruce Wayne while he's knocked out.
Yeah.
And Riddler comes up and he's just like, if you kill him, he won't learn nothing. And that's just in my head.
Okay.
at any
Yeah,
given
yeah, yeah. I have a mug that is like a Lisa Frank style
Oh, hell
cat.
Love.
But it says ACAB on it.
point. Nice.
That would probably be, that's probably my
That's
favorite
good.
mug.
I wrote my thesis on how I love Hector from the Iliad. I think Hector and Andromache are the best.
Yes.
I think Paris is a piece of shit. And
I agree with that.
in Troy,
I don't
the
know
movie,
enough.
Yeah,
the movie
that's
Troy. Have you seen the movie Troy?
No.
It's played by Eric Bana.
yeah.
He's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Eric
now-
Bana is hot as fuck.
Everyone is so hot in
Yeah.
that movie.
A different tangent. In The Simpsons, there is a famous episode. No, this all goes
No.
together. Sorry.
I got you.
In The Simpsons,
yeah.
there's a famous episode in which you find out why Homer works at the plant, and it's because when Marge got pregnant with Maggie and birthed Maggie, he got like stuck in this job.
That's where the do it for her.
Do it for
Yeah.
her
Comes from, yep.
So I have a mug that says "Do it for him." And it's
it's Hector.
pictures of
Oh,
Eric Bana as
that's good.
Hector,
That's
and
really
it's one of the
good.
nerdiest things. And I broke it and I glued it, and it still works. But I'm so careful with that mug because I love it so much, and
Yeah.
it embodies a lot of my like what I spent a year writing.
I love that.
and I love it so much.
That's great.
So that's my phylactery.
Oh.
We're out here drinking things out of vessels.
Out of vessels.
Just living our
Very
life.
Staying
important.
So
hydrated.
that you heard both. That was my story. Great.
Yeah.
Round of applause. Thank you.
Clap, 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 clap.
And so now is the time where you rate our books out of 5 raccoons and trash cans.
Sure.
5 being the best, 1
Yeah.
being nothing.
Absolutely.
What would you give our books? So the time I got drunk and saved a demon. Wow. And
I don't remember. Hold on.
it was like a longer title. Too.
I know it always is, and
While
it's
you-
always
while-
in complete lowercase.
While you
too.
look it up, I will rate.
Yeah, based on like
Emily's.
how much about curses they were, however you want to rate them.
I'm gonna give Emily's I think a 3.5.
Ooh.
I think there's so. I don't think it hits what I really appreciate about the curse trope.
Okay,
A lot. I
okay.
think it's more of a like. I didn't. I guess my main thing is I didn't feel like the curse was like a through line of the story. Like,
Fair.
it's like, yes, like we are going on this adventure to
Yeah.
do stuff and like,
Right,
you know,
because-
do
well,
The
things.
curse was the reason for the quest, but it didn't
Right.
keep like it showed up in the fact
Yeah.
that other demons in the other place had the curse and she had to
Yes.
break it.
It was like
but you're
scene
right.
setting.
It wasn't it was the start of it. It wasn't the through line.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're right. You're right.
And I still really enjoyed the story though.
Thank
I
you.
had a great time just thinking about
I agree with that though.
every single session break that would happen. Just like, and you freed the city of you freed all of these
Wandermere,
demons.
yeah.
Wandermere. And that's it for this session. I'll see you guys next week.
Next time we're on a boat.
I'll bring snacks this time.
Yeah.
Mine is called And Yet So Far From Death.
5 Reckons.
Woo!
5 Reckons. It's so good.
It was
Thank
good.
you.
And I just imagine it's so beautifully well written. Too,
It is.
based
I'll
off of
send
the
you a
one
link.
snippet. Please do.
I'll send you a link if you want to
I
check
would
it out
love
for
to read it.
yourself. But it really is.
It just really hits the curse trope so much of
It was
like
good.
two people navigating like this
Mm-hmm.
curse that they have to like, and then they like grow attached to each other and, you know, kind of figure it out and
Yeah.
like fall deeper in love. And
It was a lot more front and center.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and mine was very much, I mean, because of the type of curse it was, mine was very intimate and very bottle episode-y,
Uh-huh.
whereas yours was like this
A whole
epic
quest.
Yours was an epic, yeah.
Yeah,
Yours-
yeah, yeah.
That is so real. Yours was a bottle episode.
Mine
and
was,
a
yeah.
quest. Thanks for being on our podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Curses was really fun.
It was
I had a
so
really
fun.
fun time
I
with
had
this
a
one.
delightful time.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was a lot lighter than breeding.
The last couple ones we did. This is a very nice palate
Not that
cleanser.
breeding wasn't light for all those who maybe haven't heard it yet, but like it was just because those were so smut heavy. This was
It's pretty
more-
intense.
This was very
Yeah.
fluffy, and this was really fun.
I
Yeah.
think this really works out nicely for me because I like to make myself sort of a respite from the chaos that is
Yeah.
life for a lot of my friends.
Nice, nice.
If you think of another trope, or you have another play
Yeah.
that you want to
Boy,
shill for.
I feel like I'm working on 4 at any given
Speaking
time.
of,
Yeah.
what a good segue. Plug your show again.
yeah.
Hi, it's me, Cody Lee Walker, noted playwright, author, director, sometimes illustrator, here to tell you again about the Wolfman of Wrigleyville.
Woo!
Coming in October.
Ow!
Specifically opening October 2nd at the Annoyance Theater at 8 p.m. It runs about 70 minutes. It's a wonderful show with a very talented cast of individuals. We got a big old cast. I can't name all of them, but if
Yeah.
you follow us,
Name your
on
favorite one. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's going to get you so...
my socials, me personally, is at Codelico Art, where I cross post a lot with like the stuff I'm working on. But the social for Wolfman of Wrigleyville is the Wolfman of Wrigleyville play on Instagram, and we're just on
awesome.
Instagram. We're not
Okay.
anywhere else.
And we'll tag you in
Yes.
our when this episode goes up on our socials
100%.
when we put this up.
But any Chicago listeners, you should definitely go see the show. I know we're planning on going to see the show.
Heck yeah.
And get those tickets early because you know it's going to be, you know, a wonderful run that everybody wants to go see.
And this will be coming out in the beginning of October as well. And while you're getting tickets for that, get tickets for our live show,
Yeah.
which is happening at the Newport Theater on October 18th at 3 p.m. It's a matinee, so it doesn't have to interfere with your other Halloween plans. But it's our Halloween live show. So that's going to be a good time. So definitely come out and see both of these shows, and it's going to be a romp. Well, ours is a romp. Yours is like a beautiful story.
Mine's also a romp.
Yeah,
it's a romp.
A
They're both
romp
two
and a
romps.
beautiful story.
It's like farcical, and there's like it's a horror comedy.
Okay.
There's a
I'm
lot more descriptors I could do.
I'm
but-
so excited
Horror
to see
comedy
it.
is such a good
Yeah.
Please come see
descriptor.
it.
Oh, I'm going to see it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, speaking of that, it's just
Two raccoons talking about
the best
trash in town. Bye.
Femmes Reading Filth is hosted, produced, and edited by Jessica Mole, Emily Barujan, Andrea Yuthmant, and Ben Oxshire. Intro music is by Tom Lair. Outro music by David Reddick. You can find and support us on Patreon and follow us on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, and TikTok at Femmes Reading Filth. Thank you for listening. Bye!